All right. Hello, everybody. Lily here with Evan as always.
Hello, it's me. I'm a little fella, and I'm ready to talk a lot about Sonic the Hedgehog 3. And Knuckles! Guess what, bitches? Knuckles is and here, too. We've locked him on with lock-on technology.
Lock
Lock
on
on for action!
technology. Yeah, so this week, Sonic 3 and Knuckles. This was by far the Sonic game that I played the most as a kid, as like an
Mhm.
elementary schooler anyway. So I'm really excited to play this.
Same. I'm glad that we're playing Sonic 3 and Knuckles again because I barely got through all of the shit I wanted to say about this game last week. We need to spend a lot of time on this video game.
Yeah, we played if you weren't here last week, we played Sonic 3 by itself.
The regular one.
Which is what you would have played before Sonic and Knuckles came out. And so now Sonic and Knuckles has come out. We're gonna lock our Sonic 3 cartridge onto the top, and we're
Mhm.
gonna play Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Actually,
Yeah.
I should show a picture of the Sonic and Knuckles cartridge on stream in case anyone doesn't know what it looks like. Let me just dig one of those up real quick. Let me just find. So the cartridge had. Here we go. I found a picture. The cartridge had a little like flip on the top, and let me just go in here to this image and switch that out and then unhide it. And wow, that's really big.
That's gigantic.
Okay, so the cartridge had this little cover on the top, and underneath was basically the cartridge pinout of for a Mega Drive Sega Genesis cartridge. And yes, you could stack these with like a 32X or other copies of Sonic and Knuckles to make something completely bonkers.
Yeah, you could have Sonic 3 on Sonic and Knuckles in the 32X, and also have a Sega CD in there somewhere, and just have the ultimate Sega Tower.
So yeah, the only
You could do
games this
this with
officially Oh, sorry. The only
no,
games
you
this
were
officially supported were Sonic 3, which let you play basically the intended original version of Sonic 3. You could put on Sonic 2 and you could play through Sonic 2 as Knuckles. And if you put on Sonic 1, you unlocked the Blue Spheres game, which was a bunch of extra versions of the Chaos Emeralds bonus stages or special stages from Sonic 3 and Sonic and Knuckles.
well, we say it unlocked
Supposedly
it.
the well, you got more if you locked on Sonic 1,
Well,
right?
hang on.
Okay,
I'll say what I
please,
was going to
please.
say
Yes, yes.
when you finish your thought.
No,
Uh,
go ahead. You had something to
No, I
say.
was just gonna say it's like we say that putting a car like Sonic One onto Sonic and Knuckles like unlocked it, but really what it unlocked was a screen that said no way, no way, no way, no way, no way, and a bunch of the characters like hanging out, and you kind of just had to guess that like pressing the buttons would like do something, and it wasn't just like telling you no, 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 don't put the cartridge on here, no, 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 wrong way. I don't think I discovered that Blue Sphere was a thing until like Sonic Mega Collection.
Oh man.
I had put the cartridge on. I had tried Sonic 1 on Sonic and Knuckles, but the manual explicitly says don't try to do this with Sonic 1, and even if you do it, which I did, it just all you get is this screen that says no way.
It's a
So
secret
I
to
didn't think it.
everyone.
Yeah, I didn't think
So
anyway,
actually,
but
we have it on screen here, the bottom left. Important. The Sonic and Knuckles cartridge is designed to lock on with a Sonic 3 or Sonic 2 cartridge. It will not work with a non-Sonic cartridge. So it doesn't say necessarily not to try Sonic 1 there, but you could easily read it that way.
mhm.
It just says don't try a non-Sonic game. So why won't it let me play Knuckles and Sonic Spinball?
Oh, that's true. Knuckles and Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine.
Oh man. Okay, so do you have anything else to say before we go and read the story from the Sonic and
Did
Knuckles
we? Did we?
manual?
I think we got a little tangled up there. Just to make sure that we explained it, Blue Spheres is just an extended version of the special stages where there's just a like somewhere near like over like 1.5 million of them that are all just procedurally generated, but there are like unique ending screens for like getting through some of them. So on some level, they did expect you to like play through all 1 million sequentially? Question mark. But yeah, that's what Blue Sphere is. You got one stage if you locked on any other cartridge, like it would just give you like one random stage depending on whatever cartridge you locked on to Sonic and Knuckles, or but then if you locked on Sonic 1 onto Sonic and Knuckles, you got the whole thing. The reason they did, well, we'll talk a little bit more about why they did lock on later, but I think that's a good place to end the intro.
Okay, so this is from the manual to Sonic and Knuckles. So this is after Sonic 3. This is after Launch Base Zone. This is after the boss fight that we saw, where we caused the rebuilt Death Egg to crash. So save Floating Island. The last time Sonic and Robotnik went head to head, Sonic blasted Robotnik's Death Egg to smithereens. The explosion heaved Sonic deep into Floating Island's Mushroom Hills. Sonic knows that many emeralds, including the Master Emerald, are hidden somewhere on Floating Island. He bets this Knuckles character knows where they are. Sonic can't let Robotnik get his hands on the Master Emerald. He'd have Death Egg fuel forever, and Floating Island would be destroyed. Now Sonic's got two problems: how to protect the Master Emerald, and how to keep Knuckles off his back. He'll have to deal with that wild echidna right away. Knuckles has problems too. As guardian of Floating Island and all the emeralds, Knuckles has a mission: to wage war on all invaders.
That's his mission.
Whoever threw that bomb is in deep trouble. That's a reference to the opening cutscene of Sonic and Knuckles that you have no context for yet.
Yeah.
Knuckles is ready with tricks, traps, and bare-fisted attacks to keep Floating Island safe. Sonic's not taking any changes. It says changes instead of chances there. Sonic's not taking any changes. Neither is Knuckles. But while they're going the rounds with each other, who's stopping Dr. Robotnik? Could this be the end of Floating Island?
So the funny things about this, one, Knuckles' story like explicitly happens after like the Sonic story, like that, like the Knuckles story is like a follow up. The Knuckles story is like the fucking like meta nightmare mode of like a modern Kirby game where it's like, oh, you got to go through all the levels again, but even faster because you take a shortcut and the boss, maybe there's a harder boss. It's that kind of thing. And the other funny thing is that they say like, oh, Sonic and Knuckles are going the rounds with each other. They just can't stop fighting. Oh, they're just always on each other's backs. Oh, this is like their big showdown. Like Knuckles and Sonic meet like 3 times in this game. Knuckles is in like almost every stage. I think Knuckles is in every like 4 of the 6 stages in Sonic 3. He shows up in Mushroom Hill, Lava Reef, and then Hidden Palace / Sky Sanctuary. He's really not like constantly giving Sonic hell in this game.
Yeah. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do first is I'm going to show just a little bit of what Sonic and Knuckles looks like by itself before we play Sonic 3 and Knuckles, because more or less the stages as you would play them in Sonic 3 and Knuckles are identical to... Oh!
That's me.
Evan_1 online has subscribed.
I had to do it to get rid of the purple,
says,
like, oh, click here to get the best Twitch experience stream, because I couldn't see the manual.
Oh no. You didn't even use it to make Will say a funny message? Will read your resub message when it comes resub time.
Oh, well, I mean, I have the power to make Will say anything I want
you personally
at any
have,
time.
yes, you personally have that power. But for any other subs out there, when you resub, make sure you put in a message if you want Will to read it. So yeah, I'm going to show just a little bit of this here, but I'm not going to play through Sonic and Knuckles by itself because the stages are the same when you play them in Sonic 3 and Knuckles. So let me just...
You are getting the worst experience of the two when you are playing just regular Sonic and Knuckles. There's that cartridge again.
Yep, I clicked the wrong hide unhide button. Okay. So here comes this cool title screen. I always thought this title screen was actually really cool.
Don't give up on the sun. Don't make the sun laugh at you.
True.
I love Knuckles,
the ultimate gamer command.
I don't know what Knuckles is doing on this title screen where he's like twisting his wrists. Just like, he's kind of just doing like the Morgan Island thing.
He's like itching to punch you. His fists are twitching with rage.
He's doing the Morgan idol animation, but with his fists clenched is basically what he's got going on.
Okay, this went into demo mode. I'm going to go back to the title screen. And yeah, so you can, if you look in the background, you can see Sandopolis back there, which is a zone we'll see soon. It looks like on the left that might actually be the beach where Angel
Yeah.
Island Zone takes place. Also, if you look down at the bottom, there's that fun little morphing animation between Sonic and Knuckles. There's this weird
I
in
had
between
never really
chimera.
noticed it. It's kind of unpleasant. I had
little
never
bit.
really processed it.
Okay,
The way
and-
their hand also morphs is the worst part. The big pointing hand.
Oh no, I was always focused on the color changing. I didn't look at that detail. Let me look again.
Yeah, the hand it becomes the knuckles
the
glove.
fist
so
becomes the knuckle. Okay, so I'm gonna
Uh-huh.
start the Knuckles mode here.
That's just great words.
I'm gonna show this
Fist
again when we
becomes the
play. We're gonna play Knuckles route another time. So I'll show this again there, but just because it was mentioned in the manual, this is the bomb that was talked about, and that's Egg Robo, who is the boss that Knuckles fights instead of Robotnik in all the stages, except for one where there's a graphical bug and they load Robotnik instead.
It's actually not a graphical bug if you're thinking of Flying Battery. The reason is Eggman has front-facing sprites in Flying Battery's Act 2 boss. All the sprites he has for the Act 2 bosses in Flying Battery are unique, and they didn't feel like making Egg Robo versions of it.
I thought there
maybe
actually
physically
were.
couldn't.
I thought there were sprites for it and that just didn't get loaded. Maybe I misremembered.
I
I
know
will
in
trust your
Sonic
research
3,
more than my memory.
in Sonic 3 Complete, they made new sprites for Egg
Those
Robo
were
to
those are
replace.
made for S3C.
As far as I'm aware, yes.
Okay.
Also, on original hardware, I don't think this happens on emulators, but on original hardware, there is a glitch when you're fighting the first boss of Mushroom Hill as Knuckles, where sometimes the Egg Robo sprite will load in wrong, and it'll look like he's half regular Eggman,
Oh.
half Egg Robo.
Oh,
And as a
fucked up.
kid, I thought this was a big reveal, oh shit, he was a robot all along. I knew it. I knew you were fake.
All right, I'm gonna switch the game over to. I'm gonna lock on my Sonic 3 cartridge here.
Mhm.
Let's see. There we go. So this is again gonna be just unmodified, original Sonic 3 and Knuckles, not any of the fan adjusted versions or anything. So you can see we get the same title screen as Sonic 3, but we have and Knuckles down there now. It plays the title screen music from Sonic and Knuckles.
Yeah.
Is it gonna load in my? Okay, no, it did not load in my save files. On a real cartridge, it would actually import your save files from Sonic 3 the first time you boot Sonic 3 and Knuckles. We just. Oh yeah, there's
Which was really cool
my
at the
Knuckles
time
file.
too. It was.
Whoops,
That was
yeah.
the whole
So this
lock-on
actually
thing is very ambitious and kind of insane that they did this and made it work.
Yeah, so it I believe it saves your Sonic and Knuckles files separately from your Sonic 3
Yes.
files, but the very first time, or if you boot it up and there's absolutely nothing in the Sonic and Knuckles section of the save data, it will import your stuff over from
Something
Sonic
like that.
3.
I could probably look that up to get the exact.
So yeah, as you can see from my save file over here, you can play as Knuckles in this one, which of course it's and Knuckles. But that is going to be for another time because the Knuckles routes are generally pretty different in a lot of stages. So we're going to do another Sonic and Tails run, and then later Tails run and Knuckles runs will be other streams probably. I don't think we'll get to those tonight because this gets pretty long with both games locked on together.
Okay, so here's how this actually. All right, I will explain the save files thing real quick just to get this out
Okay,
of
and
the
we can
way.
jam out to this song.
Yeah. Game progress can be saved in all levels, including those from Sonic and Knuckles, using the save feature from Sonic the Hedgehog 3. Sonic and Knuckles original, regular, not locked on, which we just saw, does not have a save feature. That works like Sonic 1, Sonic 2, you just got to do a straight shot through. The number of save files when you lock on Sonic and Knuckles to Sonic 3 is increased from 6 to 8. When you access one-player mode for the first time, any existing save files from Sonic 3 will be imported into Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Save files imported from Sonic 3 will retain that character last zone that was completed and the number of emeralds, but you will get defaulted to 3 lives and 0 continues. Save files now display information about continues, lives, and the number of Master Emeralds. That was all stuff you couldn't really see. The Chaos Emeralds are replaced with the colored corresponding Super Emeralds when the player collects them. So there you go.
All right. There's a question in chat. Which version is this? This is the US Sega Genesis version. Completely vanilla original. All right.
So I guess it's worth talking about, while we're at the top here, when we've seen this stuff already. It's Angel Island, going back.
Back at it again on Angel Island.
Yep. This time for real.
Here, first change. Knuckles' theme music is different.
Yeah. I actually like this one a little better.
I am the other way around. I don't mind this one, but I like the Sonic 3 one more.
I like that it's... Yeah, I do like that the Sonic 3 one is like the mini-boss theme. I've seen it done... I think Sonic 3 Complete has it where, like, the mini-boss theme is changed to be,
Maxine
like...
Cyber has
Thank you, Max.
subscribed for 2 months and says, back at it again at Krispy Kreme.
Thank you.
That's true. So I think what Sonic 3 Complete does is the mini-boss theme is always the Sonic and Knuckles one. But for Knuckles specifically, it uses the Sonic 3 Knuckles theme, and then when you fight him in Hidden Palace, it uses the Sonic 3 and the Sonic 3 original mini-boss theme for just
controls.
Knuckles.
What are my controls doing here? That was weird.
Oh no, now you're not gonna get the perfect.
I feel like that was like not responding properly to my button presses. I hope my controller isn't acting up. We shall see.
So, lock-on technology. Why the hell did they do it? Are you aware of the story of lock-on technology, Lily, my friend?
Only vaguely. I think it was they had this developed ahead of time. It wasn't like they made it in like a rush for this game, right?
Well, yes and no. So basically the entire reason they split... The game was not meant to be split up in advance. They had a McDonald's promotion for February of 1994, and they had to get this game, any game, out by February 1994 to match up with this McDonald's Happy Meal toy promotion. And if they didn't do that, like, all hell would break loose. They had to have this game for McDonald's. So, and it became clear, like, I think around, like, November of that year, the year before. November 1993, I think, that's when most of the, like, prototypes are dated to. I think it was around then that they realized, like, okay, we're not getting this out in time for this Happy Meal thing, so we need to split this game up.
Mm-hmm. Sorry to interrupt, but here's another difference. The invincibility music is different. Which immediately got replaced by this different mini-boss music.
Yeah.
Which certainly got
this different mini-boss music that we, I think, did hear through some sort of glitch or, like, error in Sonic 3 Unlocked by itself.
Oh yeah, the
Hydro City one.
Yeah.
I think.
the Act 1 boss of that played the wrong song.
So they had this promotion for McDonald's, and they had to get Sonic 3 out, and they had to put all those Tails and Knuckles and Eggman toys where Knuckles is on his little tornado that he has.
His famous tornado.
Yeah, his famous little
Not to be
tornado.
confused with Tails' famous tornado.
So the way they did it, they moved Flying Battery to Sonic and Knuckles to give that more levels, even though that was already done by the time of, like, they were, like, getting Sonic 3 out the door. I think we did talk about, like, that was supposed to be between Carnival Night and Ice Cap. You were supposed to get shot out of the Carnival Night cannon, go to the airship, and then at the end of Flying Battery, the, like, door that pops off is the snowboard that you were supposed to be using in Ice Cap. So yeah. So they came up with this insane system to basically make it so that you would get the whole full Sonic 3 experience that they intended. I'm sure the developers were glad to have the extra, what is it, 8 months to work on that last half of the game.
Yeah, did this come out in October or November? Okay, October. October of 94, and Sonic 3 was that cutting it close in February, or was that in January?
That was February. It was February.
They cut it very close.
It was February 2nd, 1994. And then Sonic and Knuckles was October... Words. Where's the thing? Where's Sonic and Knuckles? Sonic and Knuckles was October 18, 1994.
Okay. So, an amount of time that seems like nothing to me as an adult. But if I'd actually like had a Genesis yet as a child, I'm sure that would have seemed like an eternity.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't have my own until after both of those came out.
But to answer Max's question, as far as I know, feel free to correct me, but I have never heard of any other game using lock-on technology. It was this, and basically just Sonic 3 and Sonic and Knuckles until, you know, the Hitman series famously brought back this technology.
Ah, yes, Hitman 3 and Knuckles.
Yeah, Hitman 3 and Knuckles. It lets you do all of Knuckles' famous assassination kills. Sunglasses only silent assassin.
Something worth noting here is that these are the same Chaos Emerald stages from Sonic 3.
Mm-hmm. These ones are.
Yeah, these ones are, and then once we get to the Sonic and Knuckles stages, we will see different ones.
So this is worth noting. There's actually a different ending in Sonic 3 and Knuckles locked on if you get through Doomsday Zone, but you only have the regular Chaos Emeralds. And I think it's actually like a better ending, like story-wise. So when you beat Sonic 3 and Knuckles as Sonic, and you have all the emeralds, maybe it's with Tails too, I don't know, but like, if you beat it, you get all the regular emeralds, but skip the super emeralds entirely. And you get through Doomsday Zone. You know, you don't get the picture of Hyper Sonic giving you the funny thumbs up at the end, but like, instead of the cutscene of like Eggman juggling the emeralds, you get a scene of like Egg Robo awakening from like a pile of scrap, because it's supposed to be showing you, oh shit, he survived, and now he's gonna be the bad guy in the Knuckles version of the game. And then, but like, if you had like gotten like a perfect run, got all the super emeralds, which I think most people like probably did, it's probably more common of an experience that you like got everything than it would have been to just only get those 7 emeralds. You wouldn't have gotten that. You'd get like a nice picture of Sonic and Tails and Knuckles hanging out with the logo.
I don't really remember seeing that other one at some point, but I think I like had to purposely go and like see if anything different happened. Like I think I did that as a kid. I started another file and purposely didn't get any super emeralds to see if there was a different ending. Oh! Bonus stages are different. I totally forgot. So gone is the gumball machine from Sonic and 3, Sonic 3 alone. And here in Sonic and Knuckles we have this, which is,
yeah,
oh god,
this
I'm gonna just immediately eat shit here.
Half Casino Night, half the stages, the special stages from Sonic 1. So if I remember right, I'm gonna look this up to clarify. I think the Gumball stage, the other special stages, bonus stages. I think the other bonus stages are not gone when you lock Sonic 3 and Sonic and Knuckles on together. I think it goes like, if you have 20 rings, you go to the Gumball one. 40 rings or something, some middle interval gets you to the like rotating orb special stage, and then anything over that will always take you to this.
Okay, apparently I always have so many rings in this game that I never have
Yes.
few enough to get Gumball, so I thought it was just gone.
Most people do. And one of the things they do in Sonic 3 Complete is that they roll it over, so like after like 100, if you get like 120 rings, and you go to a bonus stage, it's the Gumball one again, etc. Something like that. So let me look up the exact totals.
Alright, I'm gonna get out of here. So if you touch one of the loose rings, while you have 50 or more, you get a continue. So I always go for that, even though I don't need continues at all in this game. Oh, hey, that was fun. Wait, let me rewind here for a second. That Badnik was text. That's fun. I will see in the next stage if I can hit a lamp with exactly 20 rings and see what happens. I feel like I tried to look this up actually yesterday, and I feel like what I was reading made no mention of Gumball being in this, but maybe that was just my own bias making me read it wrong. Let's see. This is number 4, so we can just like in Sonic 3 alone, we can still get all the normal emeralds by the end of the second act of the second stage. Now, what's going to be interesting is when we get to Mushroom Hill, we'll see if I can actually remember the route to get 7 special stages across those 2 acts.
I still have the maps up, so I can point you to where they are on Flying Battery if you need.
Okay.
Yeah, I actually became sicko mode at the big orbs bonus stages at some point. I'm good at those now. They were the bane of my existence as a little Evan, because they're very obtuse, but at some point I just figured it out, and I usually very consistently get to the top of
Oh yeah,
those
I had that same
to.
experience. Once I figured out you're supposed to hit the button when you were at the top of it to launch yourself up, I feel like I'm pretty decent at those now.
If you hated those, then I feel like the big thing that separates opinions on Titanic Monarch in Sonic Mania is whether or not you ever figured out the trick to the funny orbs, because that's just the entire thing they're doing in
Titanic
Monarch.
I didn't even think about that.
If you didn't figure that out by playing Sonic 3 and Knuckles a billion times like me or Lili, then you probably hated that stage. I like it.
Oh, wait. I should have gone in there. Wait, I can rewind my spin dash. Ooh. Oh, that's fun. Alright, let's go in here and see.
Yeah, I think, once you are over
Whoops.
a certain amount of rings, you're...
Right, we wrapped back around to this one. I thought it was always the...
No,
orbs when you're over a certain
anytime it's
number.
No, the way it works, it's once you have any amount of rings, it's always going to be this one in Sonic 3 and Knuckles locked on.
Okay. So
I'm still trying to find
thing
the
is that
exact
I
totals.
almost never actually go into those anymore when I play this. When I just play this casually, I don't really have any reason to ever go in there, so I just don't. Unless I'm specifically trying to get to 50 rings to do super form before something.
One of the funny things about those slot machine stages, so how they're supposed to work is if you get 50 rings within the stage, you get a continue. What actually happens, because your ring total carries over into those, is if you have any number of rings that is over 50, all you need to do is get 1 ring, and then it's oh, you got 50 rings, so I'm gonna give you a continue. So it's very, very easy to get to farm continues in this original version of Sonic 3 and Knuckles.
Whoops. Didn't mean to lose my shield there, but that's alright. Ooh, that was scary.
I cannot, for the life of me, find the ring totals needed to get a specific bonus stage. Weird. I don't know. I'm not making that up though, just because I can't find it. All the pages say, oh, after a certain amount of rings, it's a different stage, but it won't tell me how many rings.
Alright, and this is again the same as in vanilla. You can still do that. They didn't stop you from just avoiding Knuckles' trap here. Alright, let's go.
So a thing came up earlier that I didn't know. Somebody in chat said this. I'm going to fact check it very quickly. Apparently, they had never intended for Sonic 3 on its own to come out in Japan, and they only rushed it out the door for Western territories because of the all the McDonald's promos. And sure enough, I'm looking at it. In Japan, Sonic 3 Unlocked came out in May 27, 1994. Same date for Sonic and Knuckles in Japan. That was worldwide, came out October 18. But apparently, from what I've seen in chat, they only put out Sonic 3 Unlocked in Japan on its own because people were just importing it anyway.
That's fun.
So yeah, I don't know. That's the first I've ever heard of it, but that sounds true, and the dates line up.
Okay, I can still get there without my bubble shield with, Oh, okay, here is Gumball. I just feel like I never see Gumball.
Yep.
Okay, well I got a bubble shield, which is... Oh, I
Yeah,
really care to have.
I love the parallax water surface. It's very cool.
Oh yeah, it looks really cool. I feel like there's not really much to say about these bonus stages since we've already seen all of them. I am glad that I've finally, like, exposure therapied myself into not getting freaked out by this song, though. Oh, so here's a fun fact. When I was a kid, I had a, like a turbo controller for my Sega Genesis. You know, like the kinds that had, like, little switches on them that you could...
The ones that Revolver Ocelot hates.
I'm on a seafood diet. I see food, then I eat it.
Thank you. So my turbo controller had a it called it a slow motion button that would just like spam start at regular intervals to like pause and unpause the game. And so that was how, as a kid, I learned how to do Blue Spheres, was by using the slow motion button on my turbo controller to just pause and unpause it rapidly. That's my fun fact of how I learned how to do them, but they still really freaked me out. It wasn't until I was an adult that I was able to do them, like, full speed.
So, just as a little bit of clarity, too, earlier it came up that somebody asked if they had always intended for the lock-on technology thing to be like part of this by design, like from the beginning or not, and I have looked up a 2016 interview on GameInformer.com with Sega developers who say that they did just like totally invent this lock-on technology just because they realized they weren't going to be able to do Sonic 3 in one game in order to get it out with this funny McDonald's toy. So yeah, this is wholly original.
That's fun.
This was just for Sonic 3, and for whatever reason, never used again. Probably because it's an insanely stupid thing, honestly.
I can't imagine those carts are like cheap to produce either.
Yeah, I can't imagine, but I guess it was worth it. Get that. Sega, you know, the one thing you gotta say about Sega is that they love to preserve artistic integrity. They were so committed to getting this game out as the developers originally intended. That's definitely what it was. But yeah, so, this, I guess that would be a good point to see into something else I wanted to talk about. We touched on the music situation a bit last stream, but it's really easy to get myself like caught up, discombobulated when these games move so fast at the speed of sonic sound.
And there's a layout change coming up here.
Oh yeah, well let's talk about that first.
Yeah,
I'm already doing it.
In Sonic 3 alone, that one-up was a spring that would bounce you back into the wall that was chasing you.
They had to make it harder because they had to add some deadly speed traps to make sure that the kids would play Sonic 3 on its own for a long time. But yeah, it's very easy for me to like get distracted, or something interesting happens in the game, or it moves
There's
on
just
very
so much to
fast.
talk about with these games.
Or somebody does a really long Will Little creature where they try to have a conversation with us. So the music, as we've heard so far, some of this stuff has changed already. The mini boss music, the Knuckles theme, and there's going to be more. Well, not all of it is changed out, as eventually happens in Sonic 3, Sonic and Knuckles collection on PC, but some of the music has been switched, and there are a myriad of complex reasons for this. So, like I said, we talked about this a little bit, but I didn't really like get the full thing like out, like explained properly. So so Sonic 3 and Knuckles, this was the first one with Jun Senue. This is the first one that didn't have Masato Nakamura from Dreams Come True. He wanted a lot more money for his music, and also money for if they reused his music. And you know, good for him. Get the fucking money. But Sega was like, nah. So they decided to go in a different direction. Michael Jackson approached them, but because Michael Jackson at this point had already worked with them on Michael Jackson's Moonwalker, the game.
I don't think I've ever played that. I should play that someday.
It's very funny. The one thing I can distinctly remember, the two things I can remember are the very funny, like, bit crunched versions of Michael Jackson songs, and second, like, the small children who say in, like, a tiny little, like, bit crunched voice, they go, Michael! It's very funny. But the thing to note is Michael Jackson is not officially credited in the sound credits for this at all. We did talk about this a little bit when we were actually watching the credits. The credits go to the following music composers, and I think this is where I said the names of everybody. Brad Buxer, the Hard Times guy who did Ice Cap Zone. Bobby Brooks, Daryl Ross, Jeff Grace, Doug Grisby III, and Sirocco, that is the pseudonym, I'm doing a Homestar Runner. Sirocco Jones, who I think is the most prominent of the musicians for Sonic 3's like replaced music that had to get changed out.
Brad Buxer is the most important in my heart.
Yeah, well, yes, for sure. Hard Times, happiest days of my life.
I wish I could play that on stream.
So Sirocco Jones lists levels 2 and 3 of Sonic the Hedgehog being composed by Michael Jackson. That's probably not true, and he probably just doesn't know what actually went into the game or not. Or it could be referring to a prototype level ordering. Some people within Sega have said that we've never heard the actual, like, Michael Jackson version of the Sonic 3 soundtrack because it just wasn't, like... And, like, what we have, even the stuff we have heard is just, like, a concession that his sound team made. There's a lot of shit we just don't know about how this soundtrack was made. It's a mess. It's a legal mess. It's all over the place. But damn, some of these tunes are good. The things that we know are by the Michael Jackson sound team, for sure. Mini-boss music, the original Knuckles theme, because that's just a like different instrumentation of the Sonic 3 mini-boss theme. Those two replaced entirely in Sonic 3 and Knuckles. You cannot hear them once you do lock-on technology.
Oh, you actually can just jump up there with Sonic. You just have to jump at the exact apex of that thing going up. Okay. I never realized. I thought you had to use Tails to get up there.
Other pieces of music. The credits from original Sonic 3, Ice Cap Zone, Carnival Night, and Launch Base. And we are going to have some things to say about that later, because we are going to talk about the weird original versions from the beta of those, probably. So let me just... I think I did link this in the last stream, but I'm going to link it here again. Now that I'm collecting my thoughts a little better. This page is probably like the best, most comprehensive breakdown of the whole Sonic 3 and Knuckles music situation. It goes through literally every track in the entire game and talks about like how we can determine who made what. It's a very common misconception that like Michael Jackson personally composed every single song on this, but really, as far as we know, he probably didn't really have much to do with this game. It was just his music team. If he did make any music for Sonic 3, we've never heard it. Like Michael Jackson personally, we've probably never heard his Sonic 3 if it existed. The one
I
notable
can never
thing
find the last 4 on this stage.
yeah, this one, the launch base one is
Oh,
nuts.
there, I saw them over in the distance. Oop.
But yeah, so the words.
And there we go. There's 7 emeralds again.
The other thing to consider with Michael Jackson is, like, famously, his record company wouldn't let him do anything for potential rivals, and that's why in that one Simpsons episode, he has to go uncredited, stuff like that.
Obama chuckled. You mean the Chaos Emeralds?
Oh, the way Will said all of that was so ominous.
Oh god, that's creepy.
So they fixed the camera lock glitch on this boss.
Yes.
You can no longer
There are a lot of
run
bug
past it. There are a lot of
fixes.
little bug fixes like that in this. So I'm gonna go into this bonus stage and see if I can get 50 rings. Oh, here's
There
the
you go. There you go.
here we
There's the
Here's
orbs.
Orbs. So
I
you have
love this
to-
music.
You have to fling yourself at just the right time to launch upwards off of these. And there's like this bar of bad orbs chasing you, and if the bad orbs catch you, then you get knocked out of the special stage. Otherwise, you just eventually go off the top. Oh, I love having lightning shield in here.
Yeah, I love orb. I don't really know what this stage is supposed to like be. Why do they go here? Why is this a bonus zone?
I don't know. It's a mystery.
Well, you got to the top. Oh, super.
I think I know there's a bug with this boss in original Sonic 3 where if he like sucks you up like that, it'll like glitch out your sprite and you'll turn into like yellow normal Sonic, but that's also one that they fixed here.
So Hydro City was very for a long while believed to have been composed by the Michael Jackson team. Very likely that is not true because there's no vocal samples. It's different. All the Michael Jackson sound team tracks, like Launch Base, Ice Cap, Carnival Night, their Act 2s are like less of a variation on the same theme, or like an escalation kind of, and more like just a change in the instrumentation. So Hydro City gets really different when you go to Act 2. And we actually do know that the person who like rearranged the Hydro City melody for Act 2 is the composer Masayuki Nagao. So it's very, very likely that it... Well, we can say with absolute confidence that Hydro City was definitely not by the Michael Jackson team because Hydro City is in Sonic Mania.
It also showed up in the November '93 prototype.
Yes. So the other thing to worth noting is that all of the replaced music in Sonic 3 is in that November prototype, and it's like original form. All the like weird Sonic 3 PC version songs are like actually in that Genesis prototype from November 1993, and like I guess only at the last minute were replaced with the ones that are like legally weird for reasons we don't know.
So I actually I hadn't heard the like prototype versions of those songs until just yesterday doing some research, and that version of Carnival Night slaps. Also,
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Also, in that version, Supersonic has his own special song, which is like an actual song and not just these same bars looped over and over again until you hate them with your life. So, in a future run, I think next time we do a run of this with Tails, I'm gonna play this on Sonic 3 Air, which has the option of turning on different musics, including the prototype music, and we'll play with that for that run.
Marble Garden Zone, which we are on right now. We are not hearing the music, but this is... I think I did mention this, but this is one of the only ones where we know who we know who did this, like, with any sort of conclusive knowledge. This is credited to Miyoko Takaoka of Cube Incorporated, Cube Co, something like that. What is this? I need to look this up. Cube Corp. They were
Sonic
a sound design
Colors
company.
Voice Cube.
Yes, thank you. They were they were mentioned. I mentioned this last stream. They were a secondary sound team brought on. Since then, they've used Marble Garden's music in like a Sonic live stream thing and officially credited her as the composer of Marble Garden. Whether or not that's just because they're like sourcing that from Sonic Retro, which is honestly not impossible, is we don't know that. We don't know where they got, if they're just like getting that information from fans figuring that out secondhand, but in official capacity, she is like the only person, as far as we know, who has been actually had a Sonic 3 song attributed to her by Sega. Like, even though we are like 90% sure Jun Senue did Angel Island Zone, he literally cannot confirm that himself with Sonic 3. And it's left mysterious. The idea that like the prototype songs were like placeholders is honestly, that's also a possibility. But like, there's just so much we don't know about this.
Tails just launched my top
Tails.
away.
I'm a little troublemaker. The idea that they're placeholders is very possible, but there's just a lot we just do not know.
Yeah, I like that just barely missed getting hit there. I remembered that was coming up like one frame soon enough. I like the Carnival Night songs, and I like the supersonic music, and I think the mini boss music was yet another variation of the mini boss music. And I seem to remember that being pretty good too, but like Ice Cap Zone is kind of nothing. Launch Space Zone is like definitely nothing compared to
Launch Space
Zone.
That one sucks. Why? That doesn't sound like final level music to me at all.
No one's telling me to go. How am I supposed to know to go?
But yeah, so it's a very complicated situation there with the music. It's hard to know, but I think the really important thing I want to impart on people is very likely no actual Michael Jackson involvement, just people who worked with him. It's a really like frustrating like urban legend type thing. One of my like favorite jokes on famous meme channel Silver Gutter and their famous meme songs is whenever there is a high quality rip of Sonic 3 music, it's always solely attributed to Michael Jackson, but whenever there's a high quality rip of something from Michael Jackson's Moonwalker, it's all the musicians who actually worked on Sonic 3.
That's very good. Oh no, Tails got slurped.
Yes, and it does tie into something I had mentioned a while ago about like how it seems like maybe Sega had like a lot of demo tracks lying around that they just reused in other places, as we see with some of the stuff in Sonic 3D Blast, what we saw with like Sega Sonic Bros using the bonus stage theme, the special stage theme, excuse me. and you know, this is all a lot of conjecture on my part. Like we don't like again, we don't know you know why they reused those songs in Sonic 3, 3D Blast, Sonic 4, etc. We don't know why they just used all these songs that they hadn't used before. But like, there's just a lot of weird shit with Sonic music, especially in this era. So that's the thing I think is most notable. There's Sonic music, fucking weird. How much legal shit it's all tied up in.
Alright, I think this boss is a lot less buggy in this version compared to
So you're just
Sonic
gonna
3
go
alone.
for it.
Like here, I've already lost, like I'm not on the ground anymore. I couldn't jump and hear the sound, and here Tails is carrying me. Boop! Oh, that was very good. That was very good. Let's see, I saw something go by in the chat. The Supersonic song in the prototype is completely unused. Sonic 3 Complete and Sonic 3 Air implemented as an option for that. Okay.
Yeah, so Sonic 4, we touched on this. I'll probably touch on it again when we do 3D Blast. Oh, Sonic, goodbye!
I just realized this means I'm gonna have to play Sonic 4 at some point.
I'll say this, Sonic 4 is a bad game. You can get through it, though. It's not, like, agony to play. I mean, well, it's not hard to play. That barrel at the beginning right there, you can, like, do the up and down thing on it, but, like, it literally leads nowhere, as far as I know. I'm gonna bring up a fucking Carnival Night map. Just to see if that barrel actually fucking goes anywhere. I know, like, as a kid, I spent a long time trying to, like, get down there once I knew the barrel trick, and I don't think I saw anything.
Damn.
Yeah, about the Sonic legal stuff with the music, that's almost definitely why Smash has, like, such a, like, doesn't really have any, like, remixes. The Angel Island remix that was in Brawl was not actually made for Smash Bros. That was it was for a Sonic Anniversary CD that came out the same, in, like, 2007 or 2000, or sometime in 2007 or, like, 2008, and they just put that into Smash Bros. As a remix, but it was not made for Brawl, as far as I know. It was just for some anniversary CD. There was another, like, Mother 3 song that was all but, like, similar, but a similar situation where it was, like, for one of their iTunes soundtrack releases, and they just claim it's a remix in Brawl. I mean, not that it's really, like, splitting hairs at that point, but...
Oh, so something that I forgot to point out, and I just thought of it when I got a 1-up just now, is that the 1-up jingle is also one of the pieces of music that changed in this one.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But as far as we know, that 1-up jingle is, like, not one that they like, don't have the rights to for whatever reason, because the Sonic 3 Unlocked 1-up jingle is it's definitely in Sonic Mania. I think it is also in 3D Blast.
Yeah, might have just been like,
they just felt like changing it up to match the theme song.
Yeah. Because it is the same one that's used in Sonic and Knuckles alone, so. Mm-hmm. And actually, I think all of the songs that are different in this are using the version that you would also hear in the same situation in Sonic and Knuckles alone.
Yep. Yeah. Oh, Sonic 4 is the one that uses the Sonic 3 jingle. I don't think it might not have been Sonic 3D Blast. Whatever. But yeah, Sonic 3D Blast, Sonic and Knuckles. Sonic 3D Blast has, like, the songs that were used in the Gene Gadget Zone, Panic Puppet, and the Green Grove theme are in Sonic Adventure. Someone in the chat claimed earlier, last time I mentioned this, that, like, Jun Senue just brought those back because he wanted them to be in a new game for people to appreciate them. Sonic 3D Blast also had like a unreleased demo track that was just Twinkle Park from Sonic Adventure. Eventually, Sonic 4 would use a song that went unused in Sonic 3D Blast. And Sonic 4 Episode 2 has a part where, like, the carnival music just becomes Twinkle Park. And at this point, I'm kind of wondering if they didn't use Twinkle Park, like, on purpose in that one level, and they just... like had that demo track lying around again. They dug through the demo tracks and were like, "Oh, this sounds like good carnival level music," and forgot that they had put that one in Twinkle Park. I wouldn't put it past them, especially at that era of Sega and how much they cared about Sonic. Anyway, Carnival Night Act 2. I wanted to touch on this earlier and forgot. Somebody mentioned. Marble Garden is the only level in Sonic 3 that has no water, or every other level has a water section. Commonly believed, never really confirmed, that the reason they did this was because they knew Tails would be the one in Sonic 3 and they wanted to give him a lot of places to swim. There's absolutely no water sections in the Sonic and Knuckles portion of the game.
Oh, I'd never thought about that. It is very front-loaded with water, huh?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Marble Garden does have mud, which is like dirt water. That's true. So I have a question. I think I know the answer to this, but I'm going to ask you this as a segue. Have you, before like any sort of stream research, played the PC version of Sonic 3 and Knuckles? Or did you have like any sort of familiarity with it until we like talked about this yesterday when we were doing stream prep stuff?
So I knew of it. I'm pretty sure there was like a demo of it that you could download like way back in the day. Oh, did they fix the ceiling bug in this one? Oh, I think they might have. Or maybe you can only get up there with hypersonic. But you can get stuck in ceilings like this, at least in
Deadly
alone.
Speed Traps!
So I remember playing the demo of it as a kid because I was like, oh, it's gonna be so cool, I can play Sonic on my computer. And then I was like, the music is wrong, and turned it off.
To me, it was really cool. I think I got like a big collection. It wasn't the Sonic and Garfield pack.
I was about to ask if it was the Sonic and Garfield pack. Famous allies,
God,
famous best friends.
I wish I had the Sonic and Garfield pack. It came with Sonic CD and Sonic R, but I was so my computer that I had at the time couldn't run Sonic R, and I was scared to play Sonic CD because I knew that Sonic talked, and I was afraid of what he'd sound like, because I did not like the Sonic cartoons as a kid, because it didn't sound like what I thought Sonic would be like. I remember, like, I was really scared to start up Sonic Adventure 1, because I was really afraid that, like, they would get Sonic's voice wrong again. And it's really funny to imagine little Evan hearing Sonic's first lines of, "Oh yeah, this is happening," and being like, "Oh, I'm so relieved they got him right. This is the Sonic I always wanted. This is how I always knew he sounded."
Oh, thank God. Someone please hit that sound alert button. I gotta hear it.
Do I have the power to hit the sound alert? Hang on, maybe I can do it.
The sound alerts are... I've never put actual prices on them, so... As long as I still have it on there, you should be able to... There it is.
This is
thank you. Here it is, the barrel! I hate the barrel.
Goodbye, barrel.
But yeah, I remember, like, I got, like, a big Sonic PC game collection as, like, a gift from, like, a clueless aunt or uncle. And at first I was like, oh, I can't run this game and all the other games. I already have Sonic 3 and Knuckles, but, like, there was a cool teacher I had at school who was, like, cool and let me install Sonic 3 and Knuckles collection on all the PCs. And I would play it at school, and, like, well, those school computers ran the game wrong, and it would, like, run way too fast. Like,
oh,
it
good.
had, like, a doubled frame rate. But I thought this was on purpose, because I thought it was just like, oh man, the power of the PC, so I can see Sonic at his real speed.
Great, incredible. All right, you ready for everybody's favorite Eggman robot?
I don't think just to finish my little story, I don't think I ever got far enough in the PC version to hear, like, the different music. Probably because it was running way too fast and was uncontrollable. But that's my story of the weird PC re-release of this game.
Yeah, so we won't be playing that version of it.
No. No, we will not.
If you want to hear the really bad MIDI versions, they're on YouTube. That's extracurricular activity.
Yes.
That's extra credit.
Everybody, your Sonic homework is to go listen to those great MIDIs. I remember, like, meeting people online who, like, stood by the Sonic 3 collection, the Sonic and Knuckles collection for, like, different songs, and were like, oh, this is the real Sonic. This is how these MIDIs are, like, what those songs really are to me. And, like, hey, I get it, but also those MIDIs sound like ass, my dude. Like, if like, you were playing, like, a Genesis version, and you heard, like, the Mega Drive sound font versions of those songs, and you were, like, attached to those, then I can understand. But those MIDIs are dog ass.
Oh, man. I don't want to turn super in this stage ever. I always want to be listening to Ice Cap Zone.
Hard times. This is the hard time he was talking about. The hard time is that you don't know if you want to go super or not.
Oh, so I didn't talk about these ice blocks in Sonic 3 alone, but they behave differently a little bit between these two versions. Which you can't really see with that one, but later there'll be one that you can, like, spin dash up against the side of. And in Sonic 3 alone, that just doesn't do anything. But in this one, if you spin dash up against the side of one of the ones that's in ice, you'll actually pop the monitor. And also the behavior of, like, what happens if Sonic or Tails is standing on one of those and the other, like, breaks it is different. So I think they, like, trying to fix it so that you wouldn't leave one of the characters floating in the air caused them to change how it behaved. Oh, here, this we can. Or am I thinking of it backwards? Maybe it's the other way around. No, I was pretty sure I got that to work when I was playing Knuckles the other day. I don't know, maybe it's like subpixel or something.
Knuckles'
anyway,
special power.
Sorry to replace Ice Cap, but it's like habit as soon as I lose my shield to go super. Oh, here, I can go in here. It is nice that some ROM hacks is. Oh no!
Now this is what you get.
That's what you get for gambling.
We kind of brushed past it because we were talking about so much, but I just wanted to say that Ashley's story about how Sonic and Knuckles collection for PCs springboarded their game dev career is very cute to me.
Oh, I missed that entirely. Wait, I'm gonna pause and go look back at chat real quick.
Bless you for your fan game history.
I gotta see this story.
Bless you, my friend, for all your contributions to SonicFanGamesHQ.org and all of your sprited sheets.
Bless.
Bless Jack in the Box for giving my friend Ashley this gift.
2 Sonics for 99 cents. Whoa, whoops, I didn't mean to move the camera there. I almost killed myself.
Feel free to use your sprite sheet as long as I put you in the creds. Oh, fuck that. If I use, like, a Mr. C sprite sheet from the Spriters resource... If I use a Mr. C sprite sheet from the Spriters resource, I have to give credit no and permission no. That's a better deal. I'm sticking with my man Mr. C and his weird, lumpy Homestar Runner OC.
God. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can trigger. I'm gonna see if I can trigger this bug here. So this specific song sometimes will, like, glitch out when you get hit by the little ice nozzles, and that doesn't seem to be happening this time. I have heard it happen on emulators, so it's not. Oh, there was just a tiny bit of it there, like one of the instruments played wrong. There, I got it happen again. It's very subtle, but
you'll have to clip that, folks.
Yeah,
I certainly couldn't tell.
For some reason, sometimes it's a lot more like noticeable than what happened there.
I was saying like, oh, I hear it because I was trying to be nice and supportive to my friends, and not because I could actually hear it.
Goodbye, Rosie the robot.
Yeah, if Rosie fucked up in evil moments.
Alright, we're making our way through Sonic 3.
Yeah.
We're getting there.
Mhm.
We are close
been
to the
going
new
quick.
content. I'm not like a Sonic 3 speedrunner or anything, but I have played it enough in my life that I'm decently quick at it.
But yeah, just to cycle back to something real quick because I think it's pretty noticeable here. This is just it like the other Act 2 songs that aren't like by the Michael Jackson sound team are all like remixes or like they're like different. They're using the same melody in places, but they're like changing up the like actual music. This is just it's Ice Cap again, but they've changed the instrumentation a bit. Some of the like instruments go in or out a little sooner or differently. I love to think about the Flintstones, the musicians who did the Mario 3 soundtrack.
I love to think about that joke every time.
There's one of two Eggman boxes that still stay when you have Sonic 3 and Knuckles locked onto each other. The other ones are in Lava Reef. I think there were some in Launch Base, those got removed. I think there were more elsewhere in Ice Cap that got removed. Yes, Carnival Night is literally that they turned off some sound channels for parts of it.
Oh, I wanted to go up there with a lightning shield. Let me see if I can rewind and like steer myself. There we go. It's just fun to go up here with a lightning shield because there are like 80 rings up here. Tails!
As a kid, I always thought that I was always too dumb to do momentum stuff, so I thought this was just like a secret area just for Tails. Nobody else can get up here. You have to be flying. It's Tails' secret spot. Tails Houlihan's secret room. Keep it between us, okay?
Very good.
I love to think about like a shitty like gamer reality show called Chris Houlihan's Secret Room, and it's like a Cribs but for like shitty little like secret areas in games. Like he visits like hidden bases from Ruby and Sapphire.
Oh, that'd be good. What's he up to anyway? What has Chris
Yeah,
Houlihan been doing for the last like 30
Nobody has-
years?
Yeah, nobody's ever been able to prove the identity of Chris Houlihan. For all we know, Chris Houlihan might be dead. He might not even. He might have
Maybe
also
he
just
never
been, like,
existed in the first place.
for all we know, Chris Houlihan might have just been like some rando who was like, "Oh, I want to win the contest. I'm gonna mail Nintendo Power. I got this one issue at the Pathmark Superstore," and he sent in a card, but he doesn't actually own a Super Nintendo or play any games. Has no idea that he has like his entire secret room. Oh yeah, top secret area from Super Mario World. That's another one of Chris Houlihan's secret rooms that he like gives you the tour of. What else? The little lobby in Sonic Adventure 1 where you can see Metal Sonic in the tube. That's like another like.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, he takes you there.
So right here, all these doors in Sonic 3 alone had spikes coming out above them.
They sure did.
For
Those are gone.
no good reason.
You had to make it hard because that's the final level. Now it's not the final level. So here's another Evan story that I had actually forgotten about until we were talking about Sonic 3 music last night. As a kid, you know, I was always playing as Tails. I was always on the Tails hustle. We just passed Tails' special elevator that only he can go up. You know, I love it. as a kid, when I was playing in Launch Base Zone as Tails, my mom came into the room once and she said, "Oh, that's cute. The music is going, go Knuckles, go Knuckles, go Knuckles, and you're playing as Knuckles." And I was playing as Tails, and I was so mad at my mom. She.
Parents just don't understand. Will Smith was right.
Will Smith was right. I was in West Philadelphia, born and raised. I must have been, because there's no way my mom would have actually been someone this uncool as to not know the difference between Tails and Knuckles, and to think that the lyrics are Go Knuckles and not just Go, Go, Go.
As the title of a new light novel, I can't believe my mom doesn't know the difference between Tails and Knuckles.
Yes! To answer a question from Zot in the chat, was the original plan to have all these levels in the same sequence if they had released Sonic 3 and Knuckles together? Yes, except for Flying Battery. Flying Battery was going to be between Carnival Night and Ice Cap. You were going to shoot out of the Carnival Night cannon, go to Flying Battery in the sky, and then the door that pops off at the end of Flying Battery was the snowboard.
Here's a layout difference. In Sonic 3 alone, there's a spring, one of those little like horizontal launchers that will send you back into that spike guy, which is removed from
Love
this
it.
one.
When I realized you could kill the Spike Ormanauts with the Insta Shield as a kid, I felt like God's own creation.
I think that I didn't mean to transform here because I wanted to listen to the song, but I transformed because I tried to insta-shield something.
Oh no!
I do like that in a lot of fan mods and stuff based on games that have Supersonic in them, they put turning into Supersonic on a different button so you can still use insta-shield and shield abilities.
And I think Sonic 3 Complete even has like a deactivate Supersonic button.
Yeah. Wait, actually, was I able to, if I had just like kept doing this? Okay, so I could, if I had a lot of patience, do the kill Robotnik glitch like this, I think. I would have to have a lot of rings for it too, though.
I think the other thing with that glitch, though, is that you literally need more time.
Or does this health reset when you,
I think you need more time than is actually available in the game because of the 10-minute time limit.
Oh, so only a Bouncing Tails can actually do it fast enough?
Mm-hmm. I think I might be wrong, but I feel like even Bouncing Tails needed like a timer disable cheat to do that.
I feel like when I looked up a clip of it, it took like, I don't know, it definitely took less than 10 minutes.
Let's see.
I think it took like maybe...
I mean, didn't the video...
Oh, wait, the video speeds it up. That's right.
Yeah.
The video was less than 10 minutes, but I don't know exactly how much they sped it up by. That's what I was thinking of.
I googled Tails launch base kill Eggman glitch, and the video I got was Robotnik kills Tails, full scene.
Oh no.
Like, oh shit, this is from the British Sonic comics? Does this actually happen in the British Sonic comics? Does Tails die?
Oh my god, does he get killing joked?
Oh.
Did they killing joke Tails in the British comics?
I know that there is one panel in the British comics
Eggman
where,
the
like,
Joker baby?
I know there's the one part of the British comics where, like, some chicken or some shit is, like, who looks nothing like a Sonic character is, like, hanging out with Tails, and, like, Tails is, like, hanging out at to, like, shoot Eggman at a military parade at the grassy knoll. And he's gonna, like, fucking assassinate Eggman.
My favorite Sonic zone.
Yeah,
Grassy Knoll Zone.
Unicorn, yes, the unicorn. That's like one of the only things I know. It's the one where Tails is gonna like shoot Eggman with a sniper rifle and get the sniper assassin special kill challenge completed, and the part where there's a character named Porker Lewis.
Porker Lewis.
Aha, Porker Lewis, like Parker Lewis. But different.
The Eggman monitors are gone from here that were there in Sonic 3 alone. Also, that thing that switch is no longer inside, so if you hit it before you go in, you don't get the ring boxes in there.
Those little water splashes before were like to the like tune of the music.
Oh, I didn't notice. That's fun.
God, why does Tails launch base Eggman glitch give me all these like creepy pastas of Tails getting killed and not like what I'm actually thinking of? This is a well-known like thing. Everybody knows about the glitch where Tails like bops Eggman a billion times. Instead, I'm getting Sonic killed Tails, ESB, Eggman's secret base, bad ending, and I guess Sonic. It's probably Sonic.exe.
Oh, I think in Alone, this was also an Eggman monitor here.
Yeah. I think you're right. Oh yeah. That reminds me of another thing I want to talk about.
Hello?
I'm a little behind, so I haven't seen the helloing yet.
Oh, I forgot to give you a side stream. I can do that for you just real quick.
Yes, I have to see the deadly speed traps in live.
1 sec. Just gotta hit a button over here and boop. There you go. You could have said something much earlier.
I forgot that we had done this
you are
last
echoing back to me over Discord. 1 sec. Boop. There we go. That's better.
I forgot we did this last week.
I also
Tails,
forgot.
it's all up to you.
All right. Yep. We're just stuck in here. So we'll just rewind. I think
Spin Dash is cursed.
I was moving around and I couldn't even like get a zip to trigger. I'm just completely stuck in here.
Talking about Sonic.exe reminded me of something very, very important, a discovery I made yesterday. I've discovered the rich and exciting world of bootleg Lego minifigures, and namely how many Sonic ones there are. You can get a bootleg Sonic minifigure of Lego of Knack the Weasel, Bark the Polar Bear, Ray the Squirrel in his like Archie appearance where he has like goggles. I got a Tails, I got a Silver, I got a Metal Sonic. They're shipping from China. They're like $1 each. I don't even know if I'm gonna get these because there was a shady website. Probably shouldn't have given them my credit card information now that I'm saying this out loud. No, I'm kidding. I looked up in advance whether or not these were reputable websites, and people do get their Lego figures from them, so I'm going to get a really shitty looking little Lego Tails. I got friend of the stream Washi. I got her 2 Blaze the Cat bootleg Legos by mistake. I didn't mean to hit 2, but I hit 2 instead of 1. There is a Werehog minifigure, and the reason I got on this train of thought is because there is a bootleg Sonic.exe minifigure you can get for little Timmy, your little Lego loving buddy.
Oh no, my arrow keys are also controlling Sonic over here.
Oh no. Oh shit.
That's fine. Oh yeah, they did put an invisible wall there. There is an invisible wall there, and you can no longer.
I think you can still get over it, but yeah, like that, like this.
Yeah, but the invisible wall is there until he shows up. It also does de-super you in this one. It does not de-super you after that boss in 3 Alone.
I had never processed that. Oh, Tails.
I guess that's why I was expecting. I was like, if I use super on this boss, I'll just get de-transformed after, right? I had that expectation for a reason, I guess.
One of the things I like that Sonic 3 Complete changed is Tails, instead of like falling into the ocean and dying, he just sort of waits around, like at the end. He just lets Sonic go do his thing in the little egg ship. And that's just nice. Tails doesn't have to die. Tails doesn't need to get killed by Sonic in Eggman's secret base. Bad ending.
Hey, so, the little, like, egg mobiles, are they pogging?
No. That's not a pog. You can't just call any, like, O-shaped hole a pog face. We have to have some fucking pog standards.
You'll also notice here that the second boss of this act, or I guess the third boss of this act, is no longer present.
Too hard. He was a final boss, and this is just stage 6 of 12 or 14 or whatever.
Yeah, so some of the fan versions will put that boss back in at that point.
Sonic Complete,
But in-
Sonic 3 Complete does, most
Yeah.
notably.
But in this one, he is gone, and that boss does not show up at all for Sonic.
Yep. He does show up for Knuckles for some reason.
He does show up for
but-
Knuckles, but not for Sonic or Tails.
Here we are, Mushroom Hill.
All right, we are now
Mushroom
into-
Valley.
Yeah, we're into Sonic 3 or Sonic and Knuckles stages in Sonic 3 and
I
Knuckles.
kind of wonder if they renamed this to Mushroom Hill because, like, 2 of our other Sonic games had Hill in the end of the name. So if this is the first stage now in Sonic and Knuckles, it's got to be a hill.
Oh, I never thought about that. Okay, so here we are at the...
Oh, this one's rainbow colors. Why is that? Why was Knuckles so insistent on protecting this?
We've learned the
Huh?
secret of Knuckles the Echidna.
Huh? What's this place?
So, I guess we didn't read the translation of the Japanese manual this time, but in the Japanese manual it talks about Sonic like getting teleported here through that ring and being like, whoa. So yeah, you lose your normal emeralds, and you unlock the ability to, in any order, pick up the super emeralds. So now until we get the super emeralds, we have no super transformation.
You
And we have
you are unable to super. I think it will let you go super if you get to the end and you haven't gotten all the if you haven't gotten all the super emeralds and you get to the end. I think it still lets you do Doomsday Zone.
I think so, yeah. But
Yeah, I think.
maybe.
Pretty sure.
But we will be getting all of the super emeralds, of
Yes,
course. So we won't
Lily
find
is-
out
Lily is-
firsthand.
Yeah, Lily is good at these. I'm not. I hate the Sonic and Knuckles ones. These ones are 100% enemy to me.
So I did a whole run as Knuckles the other day because I apparently have a habit of starting up Sonic 3 to do tech tests and then just doing entire runs. So on my Knuckles run, there was one stage where I couldn't really remember the layout to it, and I had to rewind. And I think that was the one time I've had to rewind in any of my bonus stage runs recently. God, where is that last group of them in this one? I basically have muscle memory that guides me through all the base Sonic 3 ones, but I don't quite have that for these. Come on. I feel like I've covered all of the ground. Because these spaces loop, so they're not necessarily as big as they might look. I think we're at maximum speed now because this is taking me so long. Where is it? I am so lost. The longer this goes on, the funnier this is to me.
Oh boy.
I'm just gonna turn into the Joker by the time I find them.
This is actually how he becomes the Joker in some adaptations.
Joker-fied by blue spheres.
All it takes is one red sphere, Batman, and then you're just like me.
There they are!
What the fuck? How the hell did we like I swear we turned that exact corner a billion times and didn't see them.
Yeah, I don't know.
I love this. I love this shit.
This part
with
is
the-
very epic. Epic moments of
This is
gaming.
So cool. Yeah, we did touch on this very briefly, but it's really worth saying, like, Sonic 3 and Knuckles is, like, cinematic approach to like, like, doing, like, a little story and, like, cutscenes. Like, a lot of that stuff is, like, totally new to, like, a platformer game. I'm sure there's, like, some example of, like, a game that does, like, cutscenes or, like, has, like, this, like, organic storytelling or like actually tells you how you get to all the different levels in between them instead of just warping you to them. I'm sure there's other games like that, but like this is like definitely the first one I remember, the earliest example I know of, and certainly the most like prominent. And like it really needs to be said, like, it's genuinely Sonic 3 and Knuckles, I think, is a pretty ambitious game on, like, so many levels. Like, the lock-on technology stuff, like, the size of these levels in comparison to anything else Sonic had done up to now.
I feel like I've definitely missed a, I was about to say, I feel like I've definitely missed a ring by now. I think there are, like, 3 or 4 of them that Sonic can reach in that first act. Maybe I should pull up my map real quick just to make sure we don't miss any.
Yeah,
I've not practiced this run enough to have the route memorized.
Well, like I said, I can point you to other special stage rings in stages that aren't Mushroom Hill, even though those are typically much harder to actually find. I got the maps up for those, but not the
Alright, well, I have a Mushroom Hill map open in a tab somewhere still. Just have to click it.
Yeah, Yomidian is like, that's a really funny but accurate way of putting it, is like, wow, this part of the game takes place noticeably after the rest, is like, it sounds very funny, but that was like a big deal to a little baby in the 90s. Like, wow, I get to see how he gets to the flying battery instead of him just being there. I don't have to imagine what happens in between the levels anymore.
Okay, I'm gonna pause.
I get to see him, like, beat Knuckles and stuff.
Okay, so actually it looks like that was the first one that I could have got to on the Sonic route. Okay, and I just need to go on the bottom path here to get to the next one. Oh yeah, I should bring chat back up. There we go. That's better.
All right.
So I was messing with Sonic 3 Air last night, just to see if I wanted to use that for one of the later runs, and the smoother special stages were messing me up. So I found in the options you can make them choppy again. So I went and made them choppy again. This one's a little tense, because if you mess up the timing and you jump too early on one of those, you're basically screwed. Other than that, it's pretty easy, as long as you can get the timing right.
Yeah, this one still gets to me. I had to do this one in Sonic Mania recently, and I just don't like those ones that aren't the Sonic 3 ones.
Yeah, I remember having a lot of trouble with that one as a kid until I, like, understood it. It, like, clicked, and then I was like, oh, this one's actually not that bad. Okay, I should have been checking my map while that cutscene was going. Let me just... I think there's one more that Sonic can get in this act. Yeah, okay. Oh, right, this one's really weird to get, because you have to, like, go off of specific route that it's trying to force you on, and then you can get it. Okay. So there's going to be a part where we, like, go up a, like, platform and wrap around it, and we need to immediately, like, stop, and here, we need to stop there before we hit the spring and go up. Oh, can you... So I know with Knuckles I was able to, oh, no, rewind. So with Knuckles I was able to just glide over this. There we go. And now we're down on this path, which there might be another way to get to, but and then over here, there's another special room.
All right, number 4 coming up.
Oh, I think this one might be the one where I got, like, incredibly fucking lost. I definitely remember having some clown shoes moments when I was trying to clear this one. Alright, I'm gonna try and be a little systematic about it.
Oh, this one's not so bad, actually. I remember this one.
I think my problem was I was getting greedy and I was seeing the blue ones and, like, jumping over stuff to get to them when I should have just been going around to get to them.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Though I have a feeling that I might end up... This might be one of the ones where I'm like, I have 4 left and I'm like, where are they?
So, Yomidian brings up an interesting point. The so-called Chaos Emeralds in later games take the shape the Super Emeralds use in these games, where they're more like, they got that like diamond-y shape. So as far as I know, I think the Super Emeralds are just bigger ones, and like for whatever reason, the regular Chaos Emeralds are just always seen from like the top down in these games.
That was how I always saw it.
Yeah. But interesting thing I do want to note, in Sonic Adventure 1, the Chaos Emeralds are normally like, you know, that good hefty size where they're just like, they fit in the character's palm. You can just hold one whole emerald in your palm, and it looks like it feels really good to just like hold one of those things.
They do look
and do
nice and chunky. Yeah,
they got that good heft. But in Sonic Adventure 1, in the flashback scenes where you see Tikal at like the ancient Echidna ruins, and like it's all in the past, and she's meeting Chaos for the first time.
Oh, there it was.
Emeralds are noticeably like super emerald sized in those scenes because they're hanging out near the Master Emeralds.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
They're all big. These days, they're very weird about it and don't like to admit that the Super Emeralds are real and canon, but, like, at one point, they did, like, pay that much attention to detail. I actually do have a replica Chaos Emerald. I was sent to it. It was sent to me by a good friend of the stream, Mr. Obama. After he left a certain job that he had under NDA. You know, he actually had access to a few of the Chaos Emeralds, and I got the green one. It's a very nice, hefty object to hold. Love to just toss it around and do shooty shit with it.
I gotta say, Obama is not my friend.
No,
this is a no war crime zone.
No, I'm not endorsing what he's done.
I know.
He did trust me with the Chaos Emerald. And,
he does follow Jill on Twitter, which is really fucked up.
All jokes aside, I actually forget who the fuck got me that. Somebody from like an old Sonic community who I haven't talked to in ages, probably, definitely. Oh shit! Here he is. Oh, what's he gonna do with that lever?
Look at that epic DreamWorks smirk.
Oh, he just owned you! As a kid, I tried so hard to, like, figure out stuff to do in that, like, opening area of Mushroom Hill 2 to, like, break through the wall or, like, try and get around it so I could hit the switch as Sonic and, like, make Knuckles blow away.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, you can get back there as Knuckles, so, like, there's gotta be a way to get back there as Sonic. And I want to hit the switch. I want to make it all windy.
Okay, I think there's a super ring above us here. Oop, that's not the jump button for Tails. There we go. Is it up here? Yes, there it is.
Yeah, the Ancient Echidna comedy fan. One of their famous Echidna traps of the Ancient Echidna tribe. The thing about the Ancient Echidnas, you know, Knuckles' dad Locke and his friend Archimedes, the fire ant who looks like dog shit.
God, I haven't thought about Archimedes in so long. I would like to not think about Archimedes. again.
Why don't you love that little tiny ant who literally looks like a turd? And I'm supposed to take seriously as a character. Anyway, you know, the thing you gotta hand to them is that they love their gigantic comedy fan traps. They love to have a carnival on their ancient echidna island. They love to have a marbled garden.
Here, this one was easy. That's an easy one.
That's an easy one. This, like... What is this, like, Hulk level? All the ones for Sonic 3, like, corresponded to, like, specific levels, color schemes. And that one's you're just at the Hulk in his pants.
Alright, let's see. Where's the next one? We got 2 more to go. Okay, so there's gonna be a part where we go up and around a loop and off a spring, and we want to backtrack and go down when that happens.
I just want to say that when you said up and around, Sonic's like idle animation gestures had him pointing up and around at like the same exact time, and it was kind of freaky.
Up and down and all around.
Yeah, he wanted you to get up and around, so you would, because he was impatient of waiting. Carnival Night was built by Knuckles' racist grandpa, and probably so was the whole, like, area of Knuckles Chaotix. I think Knuckles Chaotix is supposed to be the floating island, but there's a carnival, like, an entire, like, weird carnival situation there. Like, the whole game is a big carnival. Oh. We'll have to, like, look into the lore when we get to Knuckles Chaotix.
God, we're pretty close to that, huh?
Yeah, this is, we were saying, this is like the big cutoff point. This is the big start of the new era of Sonic.
Yeah, Knuckles is here now, so...
Yeah, Knuckles is here. He's changed everything. There can be a third animal character now. And boy, do the floodgates immediately open once Knuckles is in the scene. Well, I say third, he's the fourth, because Amy was around. Sorry for the Amy erasure. But yeah, like, it isn't even just Knuckles. Like, you know, all the stuff we've been talking about, this, like, the new musical direction, Nakamura is no more dreams coming true. Now it's all Michael Jackson nightmares. Knuckles is here, all this, like, big, like, very ambitious, like, storytelling that they're doing. This is only, like, also, it's only, like, three years off from Sonic 1.
Right.
So like, it's not like this is, like, a huge departure from Sonic 1, but it's interesting to note, like, how much is, like, starting to change, shift around, coalesce into, like, something a lot more, like, concrete. The series is getting a lot more direction now that Knuckles is here, as we're going to see.
All right, let me figure out my route to the next ring. Okay, I just want to go on the upper path. And I should run right into it on the upper path. And that should be number 7. Tails tries so bad to help here, and he really doesn't. God, I always hated those chickens. They always, like, blew me way off course as a kid.
Yeah, fuck those chickens. I feel like I like a lot of things about Mushroom Hill, like, thematically. I love the weird, like, changing seasons, weather, palette, whatever is supposed to be going on here. Is it a weather machine? Is Eggman just changing the colors of everything? I don't know. But I think it looks cool. I hate, like, almost every, like, obstacle in Mushroom Hill.
I had so much trouble as a kid with the, like, swinging ropes.
The swinging ropes, I hated those. Like, I didn't even have trouble with them, I just didn't think they were fun. I hate the chickens, I hate, what else? I hate the, like, seesaws where you gotta, not the seesaws, the little things you hang from that, like, gotta go up and down on, whatever the hell you call those monkey bars that pump a thing and you go big up. You go up big. Words are great. I'm good at them. I hate those. You know what else I hated? I hated that as a kid, when you see that cutscene at the end where Sonic goes onto the flying battery, there's that little shithead in the little blimp cockpit, and I just want to bop him so bad, and you can't, because it's only in a cutscene.
The little mole guy?
The little mole guy, yeah. I guess it's supposed to be the same guy as, like, the guy who... why did that turn into rings? Oh, it was... Okay. Sorry, I thought it was another one, like the first, like, intersecting area you did was... I guess that mole was supposed to be another one of those guys who, like, had the butterflies on their head that they shoot at you. Hated those guys, too, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
But I wanted to bop the one who's in the cockpit, specifically, and I was so pissed you couldn't. And then Sonic Mania, once again, coming through tight, gives you, like, a billion of those guys to just bop the shit out of in Act 2.
Revenge. Here we go, cutscene time.
Oh, all these emeralds.
Now Sonic can be hypersonic.
Also, I like that the little, like, warp things in Palace don't actually glow until you get all the super emeralds.
All right,
only because
you ready
the
for
Master
hypersonic?
Oh yeah.
All right, here he is.
This guy. He's got his cool double jump. He's got his cool rainbow.
He's got his, like, trail of other selves.
You gotta do that cool double jump for me, Lily. I gotta see it. I gotta see his cool air dash. Oh yeah, I love to be blinded by his speed.
Yep. So you have an 8-directional air dash by hitting jump again. Yeah, it does flash the whole screen white, and it kills every enemy, every non-boss enemy on the screen. So he's very OP. He's also, I think, faster than Supersonic.
Yeah, also, great point raised in chat. You get Hyper Knuckles in the and Knuckles half, and Hyper Knuckles can breathe underwater forever. Supersonic cannot. All the water is only in the Sonic 3 and Knuckles half. Rip in peace to the eggplant. This horrible blue eggplant.
God, it does look like an eggplant, huh? I never thought about that.
I thought that boss was really cool as a kid, because you were, like, chasing him, and you got to run and be fast as Sonic at the same time while you were fighting him.
I just kind of plowed through that whole fight without showing it off, without even thinking about it.
It's not actually that good or interesting. You just jump over some spikies.
I swear one time as a kid, I managed to glitch out this cutscene where Sonic stayed in his, like, balancing animation during this whole bit.
Yeah. No, that's a thing. God.
But I've never been able to reproduce it, and I've never been able to find anyone online, like, talk about doing it either.
I know I have seen somebody, like, talk about it and give me the steps to reproduce it, and I did it, and I was just like, oh, this is actually really easy. But I don't remember it off the top of my head.
Oh, I've never been able to figure out how I did it. Like, I thought maybe it would have something to do with... Okay.
I know
didn't
that
just, like, imagine that as a child.
You have definitely not imagined that. I know that that's a thing you can do.
Okay,
and I know that it's, like, really easily reproducible. I just don't know how to do it.
You just have to know exactly how to do it.
Yes.
Welcome to Flying Battery Zone. I always hated this place as a kid. Whenever I would play Sonic and Knuckles alone, because before I had my own Genesis, I knew someone who only had 2 and Knuckles and didn't have 3. So whenever I would play and Knuckles alone, I would never get past this stage.
I'm okay with Flying Battery 1. It's definitely a lot better in Sonic Mania, for sure. No doubt there. But what I definitely have to say is, fuck Flying Battery Act 2 in this game. Flying Battery Act 2
There's some really bad design decisions in Flying Battery 2.
I see, like, Flying Battery 2 is, like, for me, it's not, like, bad enough that I would be, like... It's not bad enough that I feel like I can, like, knock the entire game for it, but it's, like, very awkward. It's a very cramped stage. Act 1, at least, like, gives you a lot of room to breathe in, despite being, like, mostly, like, an indoor stage. But Act 2 just feels so tight, and it feels very unsonic in that way. there anything Mania did worse than the original? I honestly, I wouldn't really. I wholeheartedly believe that no. I think Mania literally only improved on things, but like, I'm a suck up to Mania. Mania, my favorite game ever. The one thing I would say is like, it's a little weird that Mania's Flying Battery Act 2 is like, if you take certain paths, it's a very, very long stage, but there's also like an underside you can go through that makes it over in like a minute. It's like a fun stage to actually play, Mania's Act 2 of Flying Battery, but it's a little like awkward in some design senses. That's really all I would say is like bad about their interpretation of Flying Battery. Anyway, orbs.
Orbs. Gotta catch them all.
Oh yeah, that reminds. Shit, I gotta point out when you are near those like weird ass hidden paths to the giant rings.
Oh yeah, I've never seen a giant ring in this zone like ever.
There's a reason for that. You have to push some of the random like spike traps out of the way, like as if they were pushable blocks, to get down into a hole that leads you to the giant rings. It's very troubling to me that Eggman gets access to the giant rings. Like he just has those hanging out in the bottom of his house.
This is Eggman's secret stash. Oh, hey, did you see that switch was like red?
Hang on, I was looking away. Yep. Oh, yep.
It's the color of the like
I think it
little
stays
bar.
like that, honestly. If I remember right. Where's the fucking map I had? Flying Battery map. Okay, Flying Battery map. I got one. Where are you? See if I can point you in the right way.
it's not like, well no, it couldn't be one of those. You'd get
No,
squished.
it wouldn't be those. Yeah, none of those. It's not any of those. Hang on. No.
Oh
it's
yeah,
not.
I need to show. I think I have.
Oh wait. That leftmost one. If you push that over.
Wait.
That
This?
If I'm looking at the right area.
Oh my
anyway.
god! What?
Yup. Ta-da!
What the fuck?
Yup.
Forbidden.
All the Sonic and Knuckles
I've
stages
never
have really
seen
weird
this
ones.
part of the stage at all.
Yup. All the Sonic and Knuckles ones have really weird ones, and except for Mushroom Hill.
Welcome
it's
to
this
this famous
guy.
boss.
Oh, I gotta get you! Oh,
This guy's gonna kick his own ass while I just take my hands off the controller completely.
I gotta kill this man! Oh, this time I'm gonna get him for sure! Oh, I gotta get him! I gotta get him! Oh. Alright, here comes.
Bye.
Oh, you got a 1-up from all the points you earned.
I
thought
really
that Flying
earned
Battery.
those.
I thought that Flying Battery was really cool as a kid, because this is the only stage where you get to have a sign that you have to get to spin around, and you free some animals. So it's like 2 in 1. That's how my kid brain thinks. I fucking hate this stage, but this music is sick as hell. This music rules.
Let's see. Oh, so one of the things they've changed about this zone in the Sonic Mania version is the
These fucking things are not there. I hate
well,
these.
yeah, those aren't there, but also the like magnetic ceilings. Those do not attract the lightning shield in the original game here. But in Sonic Mania, if you have a lightning shield and you go underneath one of those ceilings that pulls up the the badniks and the little these right here.
Yeah, those little like.
If you have a lightning shield, you'll get sucked onto those. But not here.
How are you
I
gonna
would
get
rather
that
have a
extra
fire
life?
shield in here. I almost just
Yeah,
walked
that-
right into getting
those-
squished.
Yeah, those traps are like. What does that prove? That you just put the thing I have to spin dash under in the right timing? What does that prove?
Yeah, I think those are the worst kind of Sonic obstacle.
There's so many of those rotating platforms that you have to ride up or down, and it sucks. And I also don't like the boss in this level. It goes on way too long.
I'm so used to fighting the boss of this level as, or wait, you talking about this version's boss or the Sonic Mania boss?
This version's boss, yeah, I'm talking about this version. I like the Sonic Mania boss.
Okay. I'm so used to doing this version as a super form that I'm just like, I don't know, it barely even registers in my brain. Like, you do a little bit of platforming and then you just stand there.
Maybe it's more like, honestly, maybe it's just some sort of like trauma that I have from being a kid and being really bad at that platforming segment.
Could be.
Any section in the game where like the ground was like closing up and you were gonna get squished by the ceiling scared little Evan so much.
Understandable.
Oh no, it's the deadly boss. Oh, he's controlling this. It's from Wing Fortress again. Oh no, how you can't hit it no matter how many times you hit it. You're never doing enough damage.
Oh no, how's
Oh, no.
Sonic gonna get out of this one?
The walls are closing in. You can't really see it, but they're closing in. Yeah, that makes sense. If you hit this 256 times, it dies. That's the same as like with the Eggman and Launch Base, so that makes sense.
Oops, he
I like
fired
that
his
little
laser
egg-
too much and it like overheated or something.
It blew up his own ship, I guess? Is that why it's like falling apart? Because he blew it all up, maybe?
I don't know, but we're already to the end of the platforming section because of Hypersonic.
Oh, you're gonna have to wait a long... Yeah, I don't know if you're gonna have enough rings. This is
Whoops.
a nice song, and you crush yourself. Lili, use the rewind.
I was just like sitting over here tapping buttons, not even really paying attention.
I always thought that Hypersonic's little ducking animation where he's like, oh, I'm ready, I'm gonna get ya. So cool.
He's very epic.
Yeah, this little Eggman sprite, he sucks so much, the little front-facing Eggman. They couldn't
Come
make
on,
an Egg
Eggman.
Robo version of this.
Come on, come up here and
Come
swing
on,
at me.
Eggman, jump!
Oh my god, is he really not going to until I'm out of rings?
Eat shit!
Wow.
Now
Alright,
you have to fight it on the real way,
Alright.
coward.
I'll take that L. Oh no, oh no, oh no! When I fought him as Hyper Knuckles the other day, he just he just immediately started doing his like swing into me and died in like 1 second.
Oh, watch out, here he comes! I love the sound this makes.
Bye.
Chug-chig-chig. There he is, revealing his true form as Satan. Alright, we gotta get that good ice cap snowboard. Oh yeah, look at that snowboard. Oh, goodbye.
Alright, right, welcome to
Now time to
famous,
sandboard? No.
famous Sandopolis zone.
Everybody's favorite.
Everybody loves this stage, right?
So I think Sandopolis 1 is okay. Sandopolis 2 is another one where I'm like, I think that's one of the worst Sonic stages up there with Carnival Night 2.
I think Sandopolis 2 is my least favorite stage in this whole game. By a pretty wide margin.
We'll talk about that when we get there, but I have a lot of the same design qualms with Sandopolis 2. Sandopolis 1 is also, like, not great. I mean, I think it's fine. I think it's playable. I think Sandopolis 1 is, at least, it's, like, cool. I think it isn't, like, the first time they've done a desert level.
Hey, remember these guys from Sonic Mania? Or the giant one of this guy?
Mm-hmm. The Dangerous Ball Towers.
I always thought this guy was really funny looking.
I love this guy. That guy's awesome. Yeah, I love Sandopolis thematically, and I think it's cool that it tries a lot of like things that hadn't really been tried in Sonic up till now. I think it's a very original stage. I think the execution leaves something to be desired.
I just now made the connection between the like things where you slide along the sand and the water and oil things that are exactly the same. For some reason I never made the mental connection because it wasn't a liquid.
Well, these ones have little rocks you can stand on, so it was different.
As Knuckles, you can just kind of like glide up these. Like you can jump again after you glide into it, so you can just kind of cheese them. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to kill that guy. He just walked right into me. Sonic doing epic extreme sports.
Aw, he's an extremely goofy movie. Also, yeah, the little heat background effect is very cool.
Man, you just fall right through that sand if you stay on the platform, huh?
So, Sandopolis 1, I think it's a lot better. I like the little Scorp guys, first of all, the little guys in the tank treads who have the big scorpion tails. But Sandopolis 1, even though I think it's like perfectly okay and passable, it's still a little weak. It's still a little weak because I feel like it's very linear. There's not very much like variance to the like level design here. There's not any like real alternate paths. The only ways to really get off the beaten path are to like find the fucked up hidden super ring locations. But like the beaten path on this is at least not that annoying.
Yeah. Nope, almost got myself crushed there. Alright, you ready for this boss? You ready for Sonic the Hedgehog wins by doing absolutely nothing?
Oh boy, I love this boss. I thought this boss... First off, I thought this boss was really hard as a kid because I couldn't not hit him, and all I would do was just like help worthlessly knock him away from where he's supposed to go. Second off, I thought this part was really cool because the pyramid rising out of the sand. Third, I as a kid, when I learned how you actually beat this guy, I thought he was really cool. Fourth, I'm still not clear on it if this is like a robot that Eggman made or if this is like an actual like natural guardian of the pyramid built by the ancient echidnas or whatever the fuck. Who is this guy? Did Eggman make this?
I don't know, what's the official name of this enemy, do you know?
Does he have like a helmet on and that's like a little eye popping out, or is that like a mouth with like a Shrek tooth? Let me look that up.
Goodbye.
Sandopolis Zone. Who is this man? Why he everywhere? That enemy, the mini boss, is just called the Guardian.
So maybe it was made by the Echidnas. So welcome to
Apparently
the gimmick of this stage. Well, one of them. The
One of the
lights
two great
slowly,
gimmicks.
the lights slowly fade out, and ghosts appear. And then there are also these things we have to push those little things, and pillars will move out of the way.
There are a lot of gimmicks in this one. I don't like any of them. Oh no!
Oh,
you
right.
freed
Now I've
the
released
ghosts.
the ghosts. When you're here as Knuckles, which was my most recent playthrough, they're just out from the beginning.
Yeah, because Sonic already freed him. Knuckles can't break him out a second time.
That's true.
So
All right,
this
welcome
is one
to
of
this
my-
room, which sucks ass.
Yeah, so one of the reasons I don't like this stage, Sandopolis 2, I think this is bad for a lot of the same reasons Carnival Night 2 is bad. It has a lot of choke points. There are a lot of places that the game is dead set on funneling you towards, and like God forbid you don't. The level sends you anywhere with those places. There's like what at least three, maybe four of those segments where you have to deal with the rising sand, and every single path in the level funnels you to those little like rising sand indoor temple areas. You have to go to the part with the ghosts. So there's a lot of just choke points that it's forcing you to go down. So there's not a lot of that openness, and that there's not a lot of that like path variance that I think what makes a good Sonic level.
Hey, I just want to say that in chat it was said, why did they call it the Master Emerald and not an Echidna Stone? And I'm just slowly losing my mind over these words.
I saw it, but I didn't want to acknowledge it. I didn't think it was worth talking about, but here you are. You have to call attention to it. So this brings me to an interesting question. What do you think about what's your take in the Sonic 2 versus Sonic 3 and Knuckles lore? Which faction are you a part of?
What do you mean? Also, I just now realized that I needed to go back and push this switch again. I got distracted by a kidney stone.
I guess this might be more of a discussion for later when we do the ranking. But like, what is your opinion of is this better or worse than Sonic 2? You think?
I don't think I can be objective about that.
Yeah, for me, I feel like with age, I have kind of soured on Sonic 3 a bit because I've realized that a lot of its stages are weaker than I had really thought as a kid because the game wowed me so much. But like as an adult, I can really recognize that I think Carnival Night 2 and Sandopolis 2
over here. Okay.
like for as like interesting and thematic as those stages are just like, and for as much as I love this game, I think that like those areas are just
Whoa, did you?
Deadly Speed Trap.
Or not.
Not so Deadly Speed Trap.
So you'd said something similar to me when we recently saw this suffered through as Snuff 3 and Nolf. And I was like, yeah, those stages do suck. But now that I've like actually played them again recently, because I have played a Knuckles run like just the other day, I actually like them again.
For me, the thing is, I feel like these are like Sonic 3 and Knuckles has some of the objectively worst Sonic stages, but the ones that I think are good are like some of the best in the series too. Like, I think almost every other stage in Sonic 2 is like perfect, just about, but like there is nothing you can get me to do that would make me want to suffer through Metropolis Zone.
I hate Metropolis Zone,
Yeah,
and I don't
like-
like Oil Ocean that much either.
And
I think
I've come to like Oil Ocean. is
I
my
like
weird thing.
Sonic Mania Oil Ocean. I don't like
yeah,
Sonic
I
2
think-
Oil
yeah.
Ocean.
See, for me, I think Sonic Mania Oil Ocean made me retroactively like Sonic 2 Oil Ocean, or at least like grow to tolerate it. But I've had this discussion a lot with friend of the show Washi. She likes Sonic 2 a lot better, and like her opinion is like, yeah, Metropolis Zone is not bad, but I'd rather just play through that than play through any of the bad parts of Sonic 3. Whereas I am just completely the opposite. Like, I think there are more bad parts of Sonic 3, but none of them drag the game down as much as Metropolis drags Sonic 2 down. That is such a bad Sonic level.
I'm pretty sure I mentioned this when we played it during our Sonic 2 streams, but I would always use debug mode and just fly straight through every act of Metropolis Zone as a kid.
But yeah, so it's hard for me to say this. Like, I feel like objectively speaking, I can recognize that Sonic 3 has like a lot of things that are just bad, but none of it is as bad as the worst part of Sonic 2 to me. So I think this one still comes out on top for me. But with age, I've definitely recognized a lot of this game's weaknesses compared to previous Sonic games, for as much as I like it.
Well, we're almost through the worst stage. Which does have a cool boss, at least.
Yeah.
Or I say we're almost through, but I actually am not entirely sure now that I think about it. There's a part I don't
think
remember
this is-
having
I
seen
think
yet,
this
but maybe it's
is-
on the Knuckles route that I'm thinking of.
I think this is the last, or maybe second to last of these Rising Sand sections. There's so many of these.
Whoops.
Oh no,
I
watch
do
out
love
there.
the fucked up and evil ghosts.
Hyadoros. I love those guys. Honestly, I do love the ghosts for as much as this level sucks. There's a good Sandopolis-based cart track. in
Actually, I'm gonna let this
SRBT
do its thing for a minute so we can see it.
Oh, it's so cool. Look at him march forward in his little egg golem. Yeah, I like the Hyadoros better, much better than I like the Sonic Adventure 2 ghosts. Fuck King Boom Boo. All my homies hate King Boom Boo.
Okay, Lava Reef
So
Zone.
here we
I thought
go.
this
This is
place
the
was
big-
really cool.
Yeah. There are some parts of this where, again, like, I can recognize as an adult that there are some, like, rougher edges to Lava Reef, but, like, again, none of it really, like, drags it down as that much for me, and I think all the cool stuff that goes on in Lava Reef, like, more than makes up for it.
There's a lot of cool stuff from here on out.
This is where the game, I think the
This
Sonic
feels like
and
the
Knuckles
beginning of the
portion-
finale here.
Yes, Lava Reef is the big climax, and you gotta look at if you jump, yeah, you can see this hidden death egg in the distance, and
Oh, yeah.
we're gonna keep getting closer to that little tiny death egg down there as we progress. We're somehow moving
so-
into the background.
If you remember from the title screen of Sonic and Knuckles, there, now I'm parked up here. If you remember from the title screen of Sonic and Knuckles, the Death Egg landed face down in the volcano, and so that's the crater of the volcano over there, and that's the Death Egg's face peering in. Oops.
Yeah, it's a really nice detail. Yeah, and yes, that the death egg is not there in the background if you're Knuckles, because his game takes place after the death egg has already been blown to smithereens. I don't think I had noticed the death egg in the background of Act 1 as a kid.
And here's yet another instance of the mini-boss showing up. Well, the same kind of machine as the mini-boss. That one just falls down here and dies.
No, it's like deliberately removed in the Knuckles path because he, I mean, he just doesn't. The Death Egg is gone in his portion of the story. But yeah, the Death Egg is in both acts, and it's obviously much more visible in Act 2. And then in Act 3, you're gonna see some big shit. Lava Reef. So the fun thing about Lava Reef is that it's another like 3-act stage, but it's all internally. It's basically just like how they have it set up in order for there to be a background change. But it's big enough that that might as well be true. Also, it's a very
big stage. Yeah.
Hidden Palace is also technically considered Lava Reef Act 4 internally. I do not blame any viewers of this chat if they have some sort of traumas associated with Lava Reef Act 3. If you've seen Snolf do his Snolfing thing. But we're not here to see Snolf, we're here to see Hypersonic. Nothing can stop him. Especially not this, whatever the fuck this thing is. The big scorpion orb ball that shoots a cannon from like a fucking Gunstar Heroes, and then this front-facing hand. I don't understand what this boss is. What are these worms and their friend the hand?
I don't know. Also, was I thinking of Knuckles boss when I mentioned that other thing earlier? Like, you fight one of those at some point,
No,
don't you?
you're thinking of Sonic Mania.
Oh, I'm thinking of the Sonic Mania version. Okay.
Yep.
Alright, and now all the lava, for some reason...
It cooled off. Now it's all chill in here.
Did Eggman, like, siphon all the energy out of the lava?
I think that's literally the idea, yes. I don't know if that's like why this gets this cool new redesign, but like I know it's like mentioned in some, like maybe in the Japanese instruction manual or somewhere that he's like using the lava to power things up. Well, actually, now that I think about it, I might also be getting that confused with Sonic Mania 2. Because he's using it, like, Lava Reef Act 2 is like a mine. Lava Reef Act 2, I think it's notable for being, like, one of the pieces of music that most differs from its, like, Act 1, counterpart.
It's so chill.
Yeah. Sonic lo-fi beats studied to. But it does like carry just a little tiny hint of that like Lava Reef Act 1 melody. It's like the same little bass line, I guess, for lack of a better like musical touch point.
Oh wait, fire shield. I want that. No, I want it.
You're not gonna get it. You're gonna die getting that.
I almost walked into that fire before the shield activated.
Also, yeah, I love the Mania version of this. It sounds extremely like Phantasy Star Online 1, the Mania version of this.
Immediately lost that fire shield.
This is one of those other things that I'm like, I don't know why they did this. This little, like, crusher contraption, like...
Yeah,
that's really only just
silly.
there to be annoying. But, like, that's, like, the only time you run into that in the level. I forgive it.
Ooh. That was scary. That was scary. That was scary.
You are the luckiest hedgehog on this planet.
Alright, so now we're getting back to where there's some active lava again.
This, like, outdoors portion.
Whoop! Oh no. This part's a little weird because you have to like run along that wall and then jump down onto that platform.
Yeah, this is one of the only times where you have to use that, like, the way you jump off of, like, a
Ceiling?
gravity-defying momentum bit.
Yeah.
So here we go. We're
Oh,
climbing
here we
Knuckles'
go,
famous
here we go.
stairs.
Oh, and see, look how close we are to the death egg now.
Oh, we're so close.
Uh-oh,
What's
there's
this
that
music
music.
mean? Oh, no! You want to hear a funny thing I did as a little Evan? And you can probably still find this.
H, big nasty face man. Hate him. Make it go away.
So even though we got knocked downwards, we're somehow closer to the death egg. Also, he's using the boss pod object machine. He's just gonna put that in the lava later. And see, there he goes. That's the same thing he's using in the boss. Anyway.
I also
funny
never
thing-
realized about this sprite until we had to stare at it for like 6 hours or 8 hours or whatever when Chess was playing Snolf. I never noticed that it was like, oh man.
All right. Wait, wrong stream.
I never noticed that like you can actually see Eggman piloting that when it's flying in the background
Yep.
there. I always thought it was like a little autonomous thing.
Yeah, same. I always thought it was like a completely different, like, little robot buddy, and then the Eggman who pops up here later is like just a guy in a different machine.
Alright, well I didn't quite get 50 rings and I couldn't get into that bonus ring before it disappeared, so we're gonna have to do this normal. I should have
So-
grabbed the fire shield.
Yeah, I was wondering why you didn't do that. I figured
Because
you
I was
wanted the
hoping
challenge.
I was hoping I would get close to 3 more rings and they would get pulled in.
So, funny thing that Baby Evan did when I was a teenager, I made, and you can probably still find this online. I hope you don't go looking for it, but it does exist. I made a YTMND of when Knuckles punched the boulder and Sonic gets hit by it. It keeps rolling and it becomes Katamari Damacy, and he rolls over all kinds of other things, and it was epis.
Wow. Now I'm just thinking of Sonic on the boulder like going on a Brody quest.
Yeah, that's basically.
Is that what
I
it was?
Basically, yeah.
Was this post Brody quest? Was it like explicitly a
It was
Brody quest thing?
Well, it was pre-Brody Quest. Very pre-Brody Quest. Brody Quest was much after YTMND had come and gone. If you
Also,
saw this
I wonder if this is
YTMND,
killing.
then
This might be killing the bitrate on the stream. I know the waterfalls in Angel Island did that. I don't know if this lava is also. So I guess the waterfall is animated more quickly, which would be part of the problem.
Alright, good thing the lava cooled down so we can go running on it again. Alright, here we go, though.
I thought this was the coolest shit on Earth.
Yeah, you get to go
when
to
I was a
Knuckles'
baby.
This is Knuckles' house. Oh shit, we're at the big. This is where I saw all the emeralds. This is where it was all along.
I would just, I would
love
come
that
and
noise.
replay. I would come and replay this stage
Also,
like over and over again.
You can note, yeah, same. You can notice that the death egg is starting to take off in the background. That's why it's like up a little bit, and there's like some glowing around it. Liftoff has begun. Are you gonna try and get super so you can have the really chuny fight with Knuckles, but also just like totally cheese it?
I was trying to decide. I was like, do I want to have super going into the Knuckles fight?
Yeah, it's really hard to decide, because on one hand, it's really chuny. On the other hand, you're making an already very easy boss fight very easy. Even easier.
But it is kind of cool to use his own, like, power against him. Well... Alright. I guess that
It's like you're having an
probably makes
honest
that
one with
decision.
Knuckles.
That makes that decision for us. We're gonna have an honest fight.
A good, clean fight.
Alright, let's
They're
go.
really gonna go the rounds with each other. Like the instruction manual said, or whatever. Here we go.
Bonk.
I
Bonk.
love that bonk noise.
Bonk. I'm talking over it, but yeah, it's a good
This
one.
was so cool to me because it was like, oh man, this is one of the first Sonic boss fights where we were fighting like another guy and not just a robot or like some sort of contraption like that weird Sandopoulos guy. You're fighting someone.
Fucking beat his ass,
Look,
though.
I love the like portrait that suggests that like the ancient echidnas predicted that some random hedgehog would come and beat up a mustache man.
Oh yeah, let's take a look. Can I? No, I can't turn the camera up there.
Are you sure you couldn't?
It wasn't going. Did I not hold it long enough? Okay, no, I just have to hold it way
It
longer
takes
than
a
I
while.
thought.
Yeah, that's the Doomsday Zone boss.
The ancient prediction.
The ancient echidnas saw this coming. I have an insane game theory about this that I can't wait to bring up. Remember that the ancient echidnas made a cool portrait of Sonic. Also, did you see Knuckles doing a cool air guitar when he saw the emerald get stole?
He's pointing at the ground, like, put it down, asshole! You ready to see his skeleton? There it is!
Oh, God, his little feet. Oh, God, that's all. I thought that was really cool as a kid, but now looking at that, it's like, that's more of Knuckles' anatomy than I needed to see.
Alright, and
check this out. Yeah, I'm
now,
Knuckles.
now we're friends. We've Goku Vegeta'd, and now we can be friends.
Oh, but Knuckles is really fucked up from what just happened.
Sonic beat his ass, and then we discovered we have a common enemy, and now we're pals.
So are you gonna do the thing to see Knuckles' cool pose?
I will.
Thank you.
So you can see the Death Egg is launching, and it's launching out a bunch of egg robos.
Yeah, little buddies are flying out to come and take care of the problems while the Death Egg takes off.
So Knuckles extends this bridge for us, and he's still over here, like, panting. And if you come back for him...
And you do
He's
a
like-
bow of respect.
God.
Go on without me. I'm too weak. You have to do this for me, Sonic and Tails.
You can also just make him, like,
Please.
restart the animation every time you push down.
So here's my funny thing. As a kid, I like figured out, I like hung out with Knuckles here for a bit because I didn't want to leave him behind, and I thought this is where, that's the first thing I need to say. As a kid, when you do the boss fight at the end of this, Sky Sanctuary falls apart, and I thought that that meant that Knuckles fucking dies at the end of Sonic and Knuckles, basically. I thought Knuckles was like dead and donezo, and like he wasn't coming back, and when Sonic Adventure came out, and you see Knuckles in that, I was like so confused and angry because it was like they were ignoring the story. I never got all the emeralds as a kid. I think I had mentioned, told my story about getting like a Funko Land Use cartridge that had like extremely game shark save files for everything.
Alright, ready to meet Mecha Sonic?
Yeah, he's here for some reason. And he's using one of Eggman's classic contraptions.
Remember this guy from that boss from Green Hill Zone?
Yeah, he's using it again, that famous fight. God, you have 32 lives. I just noticed how many lives you have.
I only actually died like that one time in Flying Battery. If I died any other times, I like reflexively rebound through it, but I actually don't think
so
I
you
did. Did I? I don't
So
think
you
I ever
should-
actually
so
died
you
on this
should have
one.
had 33 lives, is what you're saying, scrub. Sky Sanctuary is really interesting because it's one of the only, like, really vertical levels in, like, the classic Sonic games. It's basically just, like, Sky Sanctuary and, like, Wacky Workbench in, like, the original series. Mania does, like, a lot of, like, really cool, like, vertically based levels, like, Chemical Plant 2 in Mania. But, this is probably, like, the best executed version of, like, a vertical climbing upwards type Sonic level in the original 3.
I was always very scared of falling in this stage, though.
Same. I mean, there was nothing really bad could ever happen. You just have to backtrack a lot.
There are some places where you can fall to your death.
Oh, yeah, no, you're right.
Remember
no,
this famous boss from Sonic 1?
Even without the super, he's really easy because you can just insta-shield him while he's hanging up there.
Mm-hmm.
Fire Mountain says, Techno Tower is very vertical. I don't know jack shit about Knuckles Chaotix. Knuckles Chaotix, that one's fake to me, basically. I've played it, but not very far in. That game is weird. I don't know anything about it.
We're getting real close to the time to play that.
That's gonna be some shit.
I'm gonna say that's on the table as soon as we play through all the Knuckles routes of Sonic 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah. I think we should probably do Triple Trouble first too, because that's like, I'd say that's like pretty significant.
Right.
When I came first.
Welcome to Mecha
This
Sonic,
guy with his like cool eyeball that shifts around or whatever.
who, yeah, he basically fights exactly the same as Silver Sonic from Death Egg Zone in Sonic 2.
Yeah, it's the same.
It's like the
exact
same pattern. And rest in fucking pieces, my guy.
All right, here it comes. Oh no! Sky Sanctuary is gonna fall apart, and Knuckles is still on it. He's dead. He's fucking dead. There's no coming back from this. And I'm never gonna get all the emeralds to see and make sure that he doesn't come back from this. But I wanted to say about that like Knuckles like go on without me animation. Like I remember doing that as a kid, but like as an adult, I kind of assumed like I had just like made that up or imagined it. And when I found out, no, that was actually real. It was kind of like I had like the reverse of like a stupid like Pokemon Red and Blue urban legend, where like this thing that like I remembered from as a kid was actually I thought was false because I assumed like it's probably more likely that I was wrong, and then it was true. I feel like I had even like looked at sprite sheets to see if those sprites were there, and they didn't include the Knuckles like waving you away sprites. It was very validating to find out that that was real all along.
Yeah, I don't think I ever I don't remember if I found that as a kid or not. Because you have to be in that very specific like tile. Like there's only one tile where it works, and you also do have to go like crouch there too.
So I thought this was really cool as a kid. The Death Egg, first off, this is like the only Sonic zone to get like a repeat between games. This is the only one you go to. You go to this in Sonic 2 and you go to this in Sonic 3 and Knuckles. It only zone that's like the same one that you do multiple times. You get to see this new and improved Death Egg. And I thought it was really cool because you don't really spend a lot of time inside of there in Sonic 2.
Yeah, you just go in and like immediately blow it up.
Bosses. Yeah, it has its own music that you don't hear for like 2 seconds. But here you get to see this like cool core or whatever the hell is in the background. This like building. I as a kid, I always assumed that like that. Like,
is that the elevator that we're
middle.
going to at the end of this act?
That's what I had assumed as a kid, but I don't know if that's true. But also, generally speaking, Sonic 3 and Knuckles seems to think that like the end of the zone is also somehow going to be the background.
That's fine. It's 2D. You can budget a little bit.
We're somehow traveling on the Y-axis during all of this.
Having a super form makes these bits pretty trivial, but they're so slow otherwise. Oops, I think that's a pit. Yep.
It sure is! Oh, you cheated.
I cheated.
You should have 34 lives now. I'm keeping track.
Alright, I did always hate this room.
Was
Like,
there
I know
any
how it
truth
works
to...
now, but
Yeah. Was there any truth to Chemical Plant Without Water originally being 2 acts of Death Egg in Sonic 2? I don't think so. I've heard that, but I don't remember ever... I'm pretty sure, like the Sonic 2 beta has Chemical Plant, I believe. Does it? I might be misremembering. Either way, I don't think that's correct from what I remember. From what I think we can gather about Sonic 2.
I love these things that like only
Yeah.
exist to waste your time. Like,
Uh-huh.
oh, if you come here in a super form, get ready to lose like 15 rings or whatever.
Well, you can also just skip those, which is kind of fun.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Death Egg from Sonic 2 reuses tiles from Chemical Plant, but I think that's just for asset reasons because it's a very small stage. So here's this guy, the Red Eye. This guy was so hard to me as a little kid because I didn't have any emeralds.
Yeah, this is a pretty hard fight to do.
What's he
legit. Oh god, oh
doing?
god.
Right.
Goodbye.
There are so many Sonic sound effects that are just like totally embedded in my head. I love all those crunchy Genesis sounds.
I love the sound from when you get a super emerald, that like sparkling noise.
Oh, I gotta mention something really important. As a kid, you see how the sign just fell into space? As a kid, I would always make sure that that sign falls down to the earth. So that way, Tails would know to get me with the plane. I think because I was playing Sonic and Knuckles specifically, and you didn't have Tails in that game, and he only shows up in the ending. So
Oh
I
yeah,
had to make
I
sure
guess
that
we
he knew.
didn't mention that about Sonic and Knuckles. That's if you're playing Sonic mode in that, it is only Sonic alone.
Yep. I think we did touch on that because we mentioned how all the swimming stages are the water stages are front loaded so Tails can swim.
Oh right, yeah. But
Yeah, I thought this shit was so cool with like walking on the ceiling because there's no gravity. Oh,
we are in space.
It's just like space. Oh man, Sonic
the
can
only
breathe in
gravity we
space.
have is what we make of it.
Sonic can breathe in space. That little guy can do anything. He's so cool. This game rules. You don't go to space in Mario.
Man, speaking of Mario, I'm just thinking about his like super Sonic form that he got in
I'm
Bowser's
so glad
Fury.
They made him a Goku cat.
Man, the upside down controls in this were actually really hard for me as a kid. I think I would like lay upside down and look at the TV upside down for those parts.
I feel like as a kid I did that at first and then realized like, oh no, this is actually much harder. Oh, and I do want to touch on something real quick, because I forgot to address this question from the chat. This was from a while ago. Max had asked if, why the hell did they just put a Death Star from Star Wars into Sonic in, like, multiple games? Oh, Tails! Me, I do it! I got you the rings. The reason for that is because in Sonic 2, they wanted to do a fun reference to Japan and a fun reference to America, and the Japan reference was Super Sonic, and the America reference was Star Wars. It was because it was cross-cultural project. And that's why we just have this stupid Star Wars joke, like, very central to Sonic the Hedgehog. Anyway. I apologize because I feel like we do, or I do, repeat a lot of the trivia facts that I say. I don't think it's unfair because people do ask those questions, and I don't want to be like, oh, didn't you hear already? Oh, go back and watch the last episode. But, like, I don't know, like, I also apologize if it's annoying to anybody who has actually somehow been keeping track of all the shit I'm constantly saying.
Alright, I feel like we're getting close to the end of this stage.
There's, like, one more, like treadmill sequence, I think. Yeah, I think this is the last one.
Alright, I'm gonna go try and get as many rings as I can going into the end here. Good, I got this one.
I don't want to think about an Evan Sonic quote spot. The world doesn't need that. The world isn't ready for that.
Oh no, my lightning shield.
Oh no!
Oh, and I never did show what happens if you, if you lose this bonus stage. Oh no, I actually got a ring out of that one, but it's probably long gone.
Rip in peace. I am just a Did You Know gaming.
There we go.
I am just literally absolutely the most.
There's what happens when you lose.
I'm the most. Flareon is the only fully evolved fire-type Pokemon who cannot learn Solar Beam person alive. Except I'm even more than that, because I can also tell you that that's no longer true. Incineroar and Salazzle can also not learn Solar Beam.
Alright, welcome to this boss.
Yeah, welcome to this boss. I thought this guy was so cool for some reason.
I was always really frustrated by this fight before I knew the trick
I don't know why
of
I
just
like this guy.
Yeah? Having a normal one over there, little creature.
He just loves this big pinball orb, and this is his baby that he loves.
I did always
Yeah,
feel a little weird about like
warps.
killing this this like mama robot. I always thought this was like a mama robot, and I was like killing her with her own babies.
Maybe she shouldn't have spike babies. Maybe her baby should be less spiky.
Hey you, John Madden, football.
Oh, here comes this shit. I thought this boss
Alright.
was so cool.
Alright, welcome to
Crunch.
Death Egg Zone Act 3,
Crunch.
technically.
Crunch. The like ominous gigantic steps are so cool with the little Evan. You gotta make sure you don't fucking die, because then you will have to do this with no rings. I don't understand what's like going on in this robot's eyes. Like, why does he have that thing in the like his right hand eye, but like his left hand eye is empty?
He's just looking at how to become more cyber.
Oh, he's got a Google Glass on that right hand eye.
Yeah.
We get to hear this music, and it really sucks to hear it now. Hit his nose and make fire, and then hit the laser he's got in his mouth.
It is so cool that he's shooting you with a laser powered by the Master Emerald.
Yeah, it's so chuny. It's so chuny. This is my culture. The big robot. It's really polite that it knocks you out of super form for this, because this part is like fucking like disgusting to do super. Yeah, I thought this part was so cool as a kid. It's all falling apart around him. This is what he gets. All his plans are falling apart, but he's still got to steal that emerald. And if you get the bad ending and you don't get all the Chaos Emeralds, he's just allowed to do it again, because I guess he gets gets away with it.
Welcome to
The
the
Doomsday
Doomsday Zone.
The Doomsday.
I remember
No,
the first
it
time
is
I
still
found
cool.
this. Like, I didn't know about this until I like found it by accident. Like the first time I beat the game with all the emeralds, I was like, "What the hell is happening?"
I'm sorry, Yomidian, I don't know what I said that made you think that I was saying any part of that was uncool. No. I fucking love Sonic the Hedgehog. If I said something that made it sound like I think that any of what we've seen in the last, hang on. 2 hours, 47 minutes, and 58 seconds were uncool, then fucking no. Sonic the Hedgehog is the coolest. He's so cool that he's way past cool. Yeah, he drops the emerald at the end of Death Egg, but then he picked it up again in like this tiny escape robot we're about to see him running on. And this thing, all his like baby on board armor that he's got to protect his main robot. This is also cool too. You can't hit him, so you just gotta like
Yeah, you have
direct
to
these
make his
missiles.
guided missile steer into his own face, while also dodging not just the missiles, but also those little bullets, which are kind of hard to keep track of.
Yeah, this is like the hardest part of this boss fight, just because you don't get rings during this part. Like whatever you got during the first part with the asteroids, that's all you get.
Yeah. Also, you can push a jump button here to like dash around a little bit, which might not be obvious if you're watching, but that's what I'm using to maneuver around here.
It's his baby on board armor. I don't know what else to call it. Like it's his little like safety stroller, and like the baby seat, car seat. Thank you. It's like a car seat for a baby. I don't know who I'm thanking. I'm thanking myself because I remembered what a car seat is.
Eggy Bjorn.
Eggy Bjorn? Oh, like I thought you were saying like Torbjorn, but Eggman.
No. Jesus.
Torbjorn back in the news again. Everybody's hyped for Overwatch 2. Definitely going to be a game that people play.
Oh, God.
Definitely not a huge waste of resources and manpower. I feel bad for everybody who's working on it. Not because everybody's going to play it and everybody's going to love it.
So this part, you kind of just have to hold right and then go crash into his back. And also get rings if you're worried about running out of them, but if you just hold right and like don't run into asteroids or bombs, you're probably fine.
Yeah, well, you do... Rings are nice to get, though.
I'm cutting it close here.
You're cutting it very close, actually. It's gonna start doing the speed up. Yeah, see? You're fucking low. You need to...
I think this is the last hit. Oh, no, one more. Alright, I will take my time and collect a few rings here.
So I don't think this is supposed to be like the same exact robot as the Sonic 2 robot. It's more of like a big egg robo.
Oh, that was
Kind of a
time,
different
by the
design,
way.
but- Time! So what one? Save the animal, save the flickies, or kill the flickies?
Tails' famous Master Emerald suction cup.
Big magnet. You know what always bugged me and still bugs me now? I don't know how that plane is supposed to land when the landing wheels are like bisected by the big rocket he put on the bottom. Like that thing would just scrape along the ground.
Maybe
if you draw it.
So I bet that's meant to just be disengaged after the fuel's gone. He just drops
But how
it
does
like
he
a
get
rocket
it on?
booster.
How does he get it on in the first place?
Well, maybe it lowers down from the inside.
Like if you draw a diagonal line between the two lines on that plane,
the Master Emerald was placed back on the floating island,
yeah,
and now it's
takes
floating
off.
again.
This is some really good sprite work, I have to say.
I love the floating island sprite. It's really good. There's just so
Yeah.
many little details on it.
So here's the scene that if I had seen as a kid, I would have known that Knuckles didn't die and it was totally obeying the lore that he is in Sonic Adventure. He looks so stout in that little sprite. Xenos! Look at it. That's his famous name.
It's very funny that they like just even though they show this on screen for like minutes here, it didn't like try and come up with a solution for showing that bit of the plane the other way around. Like, did you really not have a single like bank free in your sprites to have a
It's just the
left-facing
name.
version
You
of
could
it.
have just. Game theory tells us runway has a big divot in the middle so the rocket doesn't scrape against the tarmac. That's literally the only good explanation I've ever seen for that rocket. Like, look, seriously, if you like hold your finger up to the screen and like measure the like line between those two landing wheels, when he lands that plane, that rocket's getting fucked up.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, no more of the stranger in Moscow. Now it's this nice credits medley.
I do
To
love a
hear all the
credits
songs.
medley.
Yeah, I love a credits medley. Credits medley better than Stranger in Moscow. If the rocket retracts, where does it go? That plane is not big enough for a rocket to retract in there. He's got to have the engine in the front there with the propeller connected to it. There's no where to put that rocket. That rocket's just fucked up.
Well, it could go in like behind him. It could like lower like diagonally out or like down and out.
I guess.
So I suppose that Tails transforming planes don't necessarily need to follow the laws of physics anyway.
Well, it's different when he has the transforming ones, but it's only the Tornado 2 that transforms. This one doesn't transform. He just put a rocket on it. He lands on the rear wheel only. He's just doing like a sick wheelie every time he lands. All right.
Okay, so,
Alright,
so
I like
you,
that
you know
theory.
how in the Sonic
Cute more-
OVA, Sonic just lives in like a pile of crashed airplanes and like spaceships and stuff.
He's very Adventure Time.
That's because those are all ones they used to fly, but they never actually land them properly.
Okay.
Sonic and Tails used to fly the Starship Enterprise, which is part of that pile.
There he is, Hypersonic.
Hypersonic.
Yeah, you got all of my emeralds. Check out my dolphin friends.
And then we get this cool little
Yeah.
Sonic
Tails
the
is a
Hedgehog
little
3 and
wave.
Knuckles, and he does his polite little wave.
Tails is the only one who gets like a new sprite here, which is kind of funny. Sonic's just doing his idle pose. Knuckles is doing his like pose from the boss fight.
I think Knuckles will do that pose while idle sometimes too.
He does
Maybe?
that pose when idle in Mania. He doesn't do that pose when idle in 3 and Knuckles.
So yeah, that was Sonic 3 and Knuckles, Sonic and Tails route. And that was, oh my god, that was like 2.5 hours. Okay.
More like 3, wasn't it? Well, yeah, 2. We're at 2:55. I guess with like setup time and stuff.
Yeah, with like setup and talking beforehand, it was probably about 2.5 hours in game. We didn't even take a break.
No.
So whew,
So
that was a lot. So
Yeah. Now we have to. So next week is Knuckles, I guess, right? Or are we doing that tonight? I don't know.
I mean, Knuckles is shorter, but Knuckles is not like that much shorter. Like Knuckles is maybe like 20 minutes, 20 to 30 minutes
I'm literally
shorter.
I'm literally like asking you. I don't know what the plan is.
I think actually we might just need to say that's it for tonight. We've got
right.
so much more of this game to show before we like pass final judgment on it. So I don't even think we have a spreadsheet segment tonight, actually.
Yeah. Knuckles, the Knuckles segment is like very different too. Like
Yeah,
I said,
Knuckles
he has
goes
his-
through like we're gonna see almost all of those stages again. But Knuckles takes different paths through most of them. If not completely, then like at least partway through the path will diverge. And also there will be thank you.
Thanks to 2 water guns for the follow.
What was I talking about? Oh yes. Also, I think after Knuckles route will be a good time to do a glitch exhibition. There are a lot of fun
Ooh.
glitches you can do with
Did we decide if?
with the level select and stuff. So I'm gonna do. Well, I could either do Knuckles in this again, or we could do Knuckles in Sonic 3 Complete or Sonic 3 Air and just come back to my save file because or actually you don't even need a save file to show all the glitches and stuff with Knuckles. You just need level select. There are a lot of fun things you can do, like take Knuckles into Doomsday Zone and get a glitched version of the ending. That's always fun to do. Oh yeah, also you get everyone gets the same clear graphic in this one.
Yeah.
Just the three of them,
Well, fully cleared. I think if
little
you don't
little
get all
3D
the
models hanging out.
if you don't get all the emeralds, I think they get like their own little portraits. But other than that,
But yeah, I want to save showing all the glitches and stuff that I know about until after we've seen Knuckles' route. I also want to do Tails route. I'm definitely going to do Tails route in Sonic 3 Air, which is a like fan. It's kind of the same thing as the Sonic 1 and 2 mobile ports, but for Sonic 3, kind of the same idea of like modernizing the engine, but still reusing the graphics and layouts and stuff. So yeah, but I think next week we'll do Knuckles. And then if people are tired of Sonic 3 and Knuckles at that point, we can take a break for a week and do something else and then come back and do Tails. Or if we've still got the fever, we can do Tails the week after that. And then once we've seen all of those, then I think we can fully assess this and put it on the spreadsheet. But oh, here comes.
yes.
I would never try to out of, for instance, fury or deceit, damage the Emperor's encycloponic orb.
Thank you. I'm glad he says encycloponic correctly.
I would never try to, out of, for instance, fury or deceit, damage the Emperor's cycloponic orb, bite cereal.
God, those are just the words that I live by every day of my life.
You will never damage the encycloponic orb.
I would never. Yeah, so I guess that's gonna do it for us this week. Kind of a sudden end, I know, since we don't have the spreadsheet or anything extra, but Sonic 3 Knuckles is, I mean, quite obviously the heftiest game that we've played so far.
For sure.
We've got, whoops, hit the fast forward button on my controller. Got,
Zone
14 whole zones. You know, it's a chunky game. Sonic 3 alone and Sonic and Knuckles alone are both a little short, but you put them together and you get a wide lad.
It's the biggest Sonic game by far when you put them all together.
So yeah, we will be back next week with Knuckles and glitches and more fun facts. So yeah, we will see you next Friday. Bye everybody.
Thanks for coming, gamers.